Okay, welcome back to Rogue Trader. So, last time you had a fun time playing with the birds. Such a fun time.
I'm still having fun time playing with the birds. They're over here. They're in their special bird pen hold. Clearly behind the hawk-proof glass.
Okay, yes, the hawk-proof. Is that a specific thing you had imported? It's like, oh yes, I'll just get the hawk-proof glass out rather than the rabid wolf-proof glass.
Sure, they're not spitting bullets, they're spitting acid, so it has to be chemically treated. It's simple as a very successful man once said, simple logic.
So, end of last week, we ended up with you guys at the edge of the system after getting slightly beaten up.
I'm still horribly wounded.
Yeah, you'll live. That's the important part.
I just won't be doing very much.
No.
We have time in the warp. We're clearly not going to be getting just ravenously infested with monsters again.
Ha 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 ha.
Also, Serpentis, are you muted or you remember you muted? Just making sure. Alright.
Serpentis is just dead.
Well, Serpentis is dead. Alright.
Alright.
So where are we going to next? Where did you want to go next, boss?
Well, we're heading to Solace and Carmine.
Oh yeah, I need to bump myself.
That's why the boss, you remember where we're actually going.
Alright. Jumping to Solace and Carmine.
I'm still very sad I couldn't wrestle a burb.
Was it a bad day, was it?
Oh, is that how that's spelled?
It was a very bad day. Boss, could you do me a favor and castigate me again?
You're a horrible person and no one likes you?
You're not the boss.
Correct.
Well, yes. I am very disappointed and I expect better from you.
Thank you, boss. I feel much better now.
Okay, got that.
Okay. Oops, I've opened up the right book.
And I take Medicaid at this level.
Oh, yes, because you've all jumped to the next tier now, haven't you?
Well, you have to have 5K.
No.
Is earned or spent?
Oh, it's spent. Yeah.
I can! Thank goodness I'm swapping that for whatever this thing is. Pistol weapon training. Oh, that's expensive. It's going to mess up all of my numbers, and I don't care. Come here, Medicaid. How about chem use?
I need to give the cut on myself. I don't care what else is happening. Just need to cut on myself.
I need the Medicaid.
Yeah,
I have to put my bits back together.
Rank 3 is at 10k spent. So
yes, which is we'll be able to spend it after this session if we've spent everything.
All you need to do is put up a sensor, put up a sensor looking at yourself, mirror the image, and then you can actually get it work on yourself.
Can I fit
common
right.
I can fit common.
That's a fairly good Cynesis check to start off. Dun, 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 dun.
But I need 300 points.
Just going through the entirety of Cursor's.
No, that's enough.
Unfortunately, now we only have one person to do all the math with.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a haunted route. This is Katrina reporting down to the captain.
It came up haunted?
Yep. So that's a plus 10 to,
yes.
plus 10 to warp calculation rolls.
Oh.
It's also calculated to take 364 days.
Oh,
Today we will not go to Solace and Carmine.
I think we'll pump the brakes on that one and try again.
Alright.
So can we do like the D5 days of prayer and then
that's
try
fine. Do D5 days.
Everyone get out short. Get out.
Can we make it a full week so I can get another round of Medicaid in? Because that'll let me have 4 Medicaids before we jump.
We're on a schedule.
Flagellants, please start flagellating yourselves to ensure
yes, but
that
we're going to break the ship, and I need to be able to fix it.
Okay. Take 2 Zonesians.
Gray, do you want to like have just roll cursors med use on Terran?
No,
just
that's
this
cheating.
once? Okay.
I'm gonna do the
Fine, I'll
stuff,
take
'cause
auto sanguine. I was trying to avoid it because it's OPAF, but I'll take it.
What's the auto sanguinite?
I'm never heavily wounded.
Huh. It's the same. It's kind of the same thing with the that other talent, isn't it? For just meat, you always counted lightly wounded.
Yeah, that's the one. Always count light wounded.
Well, Serpitus has that.
I do have medical.
It doesn't work for me.
I think you're
have
saying
a talent called Hardy. That's different. That's not Autosanguine. Autosanguine has a bunch of other stuff added on.
Yes.
That's why Autosanguine is a bit silly, because it's the one that basically you've got nanomachines in your blood and all that cobblers.
Blood?
Well, yeah, all right. Sorry, you don't have blood. You've got some sort of weird oil substitute.
Yeah, I've replaced most of the blood in the outer parts of my body with this stuff.
Please, tell me.
look, just whatever you do, just don't start stacking the armor on top, your armor upgrades on top of power armor, or Gray will get very testy.
If I keep getting crit to -6, Isaac's going to not see another way around it. He'd like to avoid that, but, you know, the dice will do what the dice do.
All right. So this is a stable route.
Yay!
44 days.
There we go.
Much different than a haunted.
All right. Just check. There was no 9 in there, was there? Nope. It's a 60. There can't be a 9. You idiot.
Oh yeah, that just lets me heal without having to take any Medicaid tests. That's great. I'll just swap that in then.
Wait, which one?
Auto sanguine.
Right.
When applying healing, I am considered lightly wounded, and I heal at an increased rate, removing 2 points of damage per day.
What's the morale of the super bus at the moment? Oh, it's up at 101. All right.
I mean, we should have some very good morale. Only the away team got murdered by birds.
Yeah, our population should be down a bit though, because we left a bunch of them on the planet.
Oh, good point. Yes.
Unless we're actually going to start doing the colony rules, but unless we want to hand wave that.
I'm not quite sure why the maximum is set to 95. That is wrong.
Right.
I wish I could afford nano machines.
I feel as if I have too much HP, so I'm going to go carouse with the birds. I'm doing the age-old thing of many a sailor before. Okay. Okay.
If you shoot the albatross and make this worse.
No, I was going to say that the many thing of the thing where a sailor gives their pet animals rum and watches them die from alcohol poisoning.
And then a point of tech use, I suppose.
Oh, anyway, Ray, could you do me a favor and maul me a bit? Just roll an attack value against me.
Buy me a drink first. God.
Not on the first date, Discord.
Yeah. I'm a happily married man, thank you very much.
Okay, so...
Yes, you're married to the dice, we know this.
Don't call her that, she'll get angry.
Thankfully enough that doesn't go through... Wait, am I wearing my flag armor?
So the next question is, how many people do you want to leave on the planet?
How many points of morale is boss?
It's 800 per percentage.
Just 5% of the crew, I guess.
All right. Session 12. Notes. So 5%. I can do maths in my head at work all the time. The moment it's RPG time, I start questioning everything I do.
Yep.
I know that feeling.
It's your work brain turning off and your personal brain thinking, man, I'm supposed to be dealing with this.
It's because we critique you much harder than anyone at work.
I know that exact feeling.
Okay, tech use plus.
Yeah, that's about 1,500 people for reference.
Auto sanguine plus. Next up is weapon skill 2.
Yes, because it's the crew population includes servitors. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are essentially a absconded lathe class.
Yep. All right. So D100 morale check, just to make sure I don't roll 100. I roll 0-4. Everyone is happy.
Is there anything that costs 150 EXP? Is my main question there.
200 is pretty much the cheapest.
Because
some of your characteristics are 100. Some are 250.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The only place to get
the thing
50.
is with a one time I bought something. I ended up with the one time I bought something with double experience point cost. It gave me an odd number, so I'm stuck with this internally 150 vestigial XP points that I'm stuck with.
I know. Let me see. You're a Void Master, yes?
Yes.
So 50s are, most of your simple weapon skills are 50s, about half. And then there are also, 250s, and then there's some in intermediate.
You're correct. I really shouldn't go and take this train ballistic skill.
So you should probably buff either strength, toughness, or weapon skill.
I'm sorry for I already bought a multi-toughness upgrades. I couldn't do that. Go ahead, Gray. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Right. Yeah. So it's time to roll your favorite dice. It's jumping into the warp.
Yeah.
Willpower, everyone.
Willpower.
Isaac is critically wounded and expects this to go very badly. This is without penalty, right?
Yes.
Let's hope. John may have actually brought up his willpower, expecting this to go horribly wrong.
Woohoo! Isaac hurts too much to care about the warp.
I saw that 90 and I saw it roll over into a 10. Woo!
John is going to roll again.
Aww.
Sorry, I thought it was a 70.
John, you're good.
No, sorry, I was looking at added dice. That's. Boss man might be having a bad day.
Yeah. And of course, we don't roll for stuff like this for Casa.
No.
Nope.
I'm stealing his dice. That's bad enough.
He's deliciously unconscious.
Look, bad things can happen to him once we translate into the warp.
Last Saturday, I left early in my D&D game, and I came back this Saturday to find out that I was killed. I was murdered and unmurdered in the same session that I left halfway through. It was impressive.
That's why you don't leave halfway through.
I needed sleep, and they went onto the AMs. I'm sad I found out.
Oh. Yeah. Well, if it runs over, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But halfway means
instead of being a 4-hour session, it's into a 12-hour session.
Well, the first 3 of those hours was technical difficulties because the guy who's DMing that got Foundry, and he kind of went crazy with add-ons.
Oh, you can't say that.
Nice. Nice.
Hooray!
Was that a reroll?
Yes.
Well, no, that was me seeing if Discard is a mutant. Probably not for now.
You bought 122 mutants everywhere.
My glowing purple eyes look at you. Yes, not a mutant at all, sir.
Completely normal human.
All right, so very boring one for the warp travel hallucinations. Rotating the Astronomicon. This is plus 20 because it's a stable route.
Well, to be fair, it's a notion route. Then we
rerolled.
Ooh, we rerolled that. God, lost it.
I don't like that.
No.
Can he fate point that one?
I'm not going to use his fate points, I'm afraid.
Can I use my fate points?
No.
This is Cars's check.
It's okay. We don't need the Astronomicon.
What?
We only need it to get where we're going.
Yep.
Where we want to go. Clearly, the Emperor has other ideas for us.
Clearly, it would be much more fun to use our own fate. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
The Emperor guides, the Omnissiah protects.
No. All right.
Yeah, okay. I could have took down that freaking bird. I am an idiot.
Okay.
So, navigation warp test. Where's this hidden on his sheet? There we go.
I should have renamed not a thing to 1D100. Oh well.
Yep, that would have been useful.
Because then I could do this. Look, it's a D100.
I am such a doof.
Well, he's piloted quite well. So he's reduced that down to a quarter.
I do love.
It's already under 40, so
I do indeed love a ridiculously fast ship.
So we get the ship speed bonus, then it gets reduced by a quarter.
No.
No, we.
The other way around means
the quartz comes off the quartz comes off real time.
I
Yeah.
feel very sad I
At
brought
the
this
end.
up because we have this conversation every time.
Yeah. So basically, the way we did it, it doesn't affect the number of days in the warp. It just shortens
that's
your
right.
real time.
That's
by,
right.
Otherwise, it
doesn't
would just
affect the warp.
negate.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
It would negate war travel in general.
Yeah.
Would that be so bad?
As watching us go insane in the warp is kind of what the people here pay Gray the big Patreon bucks for. Yeah, no, it is that bad.
That's not why I pay him the big patron bucks.
All right. Is that actually updated properly? Why is that not updating? Yeah, do it manually. Right.
So I need to figure out 200 more.
So that's now down to that.
What? Huh. Really?
That's to that.
Hang on, I'm testing something.
Oh no.
Nice. Very nice. Now I just have to figure out how to get my talents to actually sync up with that.
All right. So the first warp travel encounter.
All's well.
Yeah.
We can try and reconnect to the Astronomicon with an all's well.
Yes. So that's a senescence check. Nope. No, the Emperor.
We fail slightly less bad.
Yeah, he's getting closer. He's not sure what that glowing light in the distance is, but he's pretty sure she's not supposed to be slaving towards it.
Yeah, it must be heretical if it's showing up at the warp. Just steer away from
Yeah. It's not playing holy music every time she looks at it, saying it's probably bad. Right.
The streams coming from that direction are completely wrong.
Yep. Second warp travel encounter.
You know what? I'm going to take. Who here has common lore Cronus Expanse, by the way?
Nope.
All right, I'm going to go take that then.
Now that's a warp travel encounter.
Well, no.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
just
that's
checking.
perception.
Yeah, I'm just checking random people for mutation. Jarn, you're fine.
boss.
You are not a mutant today.
That's probably good.
Okay.
Next
Isaac,
level is
did you
chem
keep him in
use.
this-
Dang it.
Isaac, did you let him in the alcohol?
Can't stop him getting in there. It's his ship.
He has the override key.
Good sir,
I was planning to take Coronis Expanse next level, though.
well, I was going to ask you the question. Did you add Cronus Expanse to the, you did not add Cronus Expanse to the talent list, did you? To the common lore section?
Oh, I didn't?
No, you didn't.
Oh, that's annoying. It should be in there because I added the entire list from the book. I really need to get on with
Who
learning
wants to roll the
HTML so I can
next
fix
one?
this properly. D100?
D100.
I have a button for that. It was a terrible button. 79.
Just stop pressing the orky red button.
Ooh,
That's not the right
etheric
button.
rift. Physical
What
encounter.
What?
Right.
Etheric rift.
Okay.
Let's see if we can avoid it. So, can he detect it?
I must detect it.
That's just a D10 plus 2 damage. It's not that terrible. The real question is, which fake dimension are we running into?
It's one where all this is real. Yoink. It's been spotted. So, can the navigator, or the pilot, make a little bit of a change, please? Navigation warp test.
Maneuverability is plus. It's plus 13 for maneuverability, right?
Yeah. It's detected. So it's the navigation warp test first sight.
My good illustrious
Yep, I'm right there.
Oh, actually no, it failed. He failed the navigation warp test.
Oh, that's just that?
Yeah. So he hasn't relayed the information to you in time.
Oh. All right. I'm sad.
So you hit the Acute Rift.
Just sorting my tier 3 skills.
Right, so you take
Everything
D10
starts-
damage.
D10 plus 2. I think it ignores.
Yeah, ignore
I know it
Soul
ignores Geller fields.
Void Shield. Ignore
Sorry,
Void
yeah,
Shield.
void shields. Doesn't say anything about armor.
Yeah, so,
So heavily armored ship, you just tank it if necessary.
yeah, pretty much. So it's not going to hurt you.
Yep, but I rolled the 9 on my perception check, so I am once again blaming discard. Willmount. Clearly, you have suffered a mutation from your recent warp exposure. I'm redlining you. Go to the med bay and get yourself purged.
What?
He's got an enema sorted for you.
Two burly servitors walk up and grab discard by the lower arm and shoulder.
Yep,
Alright.
Come with us,
minus
sir.
DNA or whatever it is you do.
Nope.
Guess who just took Medicaid?
You know what? You're right. Indeed. I'm sure that's in my spine. I have this MIU thing. Good Sterling tech piece. Would you like to replace my spine with this impulse unit socket?
Captain, may I have your blessing for this endeavor?
If it resolves the situation, sure.
Very good. Gray, what's the penalty on this?
Or
Difficulty?
what's the difficulty?
I'm going to Medicaid discard spine.
God.
You mean I was asking him to install the MIU.
Yes.
I don't know.
I'll do that.
What it is. Yeah.
Where's the cybernetic thing?
Just make it up. Is it hard? Is it routine?
Let's one second.
Take a -10 on it. It's just
Sure,
a spine.
I can do that. It is a spine.
Yeah.
It's not like I've never done this before, though.
It's fine. You've read the books. You've got the YouTube playing.
I'll volunteer my services as an assistant medic.
Nicole will assist.
Also, why is the ship staring suspiciously?
You know, my
Because I was on the wrong map.
Medicaid mechadendrite. Why wouldn't the ship be staring suspiciously? All right, Medicaid check.
Yay!
Hey, the
The
spine comes
character
out.
can find a doctor that will
Thank you,
install
Nicole.
bionic. It takes no less than 2d10 days. No, 2d10 days. So I am out for 9 days.
I think you need a second opinion on that. You are clearly out
Um,
for 11 days.
Minus 1 day for each point of toughness bonus. So I have 5. So I have 4 toughness.
Okay, 4 days. That's not too bad. We can get that done between warp encounters.
I like to think you did it like the styles, the Predator when he rips the guy's spine out. So it's like, yep, there we go.
There will be a slight tingle. Nicole, administer the anesthesia.
My favorite part of
This will hurt significantly.
my
Shonk.
my favorite part of the of Edge Runners was just watching this antenna get put in.
Right. So,
This end up, and this goes here. That goes there. Stapler. Chunk, chunk. Flip it on. Good. Flip it back off again. Good. Seal him up.
Now I have an innate plus 10 to a variety of different things.
Take 2 of these every morning before breakfast, after lunch, and during dinner. And very important, do not move.
I am not moving.
Because your spine's turned off. It needs to heal.
Wait, why am I the?
Because you're on the Venator Superbus page or the Coronis Expanse. You know, one of those places you don't have a character token.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that happens. I'll take Navigator after. Do I want Dodge?
okay, so we've got one more warp travel because the Navigator's estimate was wrong.
The Navigator's estimate is wrong.
All right.
And we've lost the Astronomicon. Gray, where are we really landing?
Ooh,
I know, spoilers.
What
Spoilers,
remains
yeah.
of Payton?
It's not Solace and Carmine.
It never
Yes.
is.
It's not Winterscale's realm.
One of these days we'll finally get to Solace and John will finally have a day off, but it's not going to be this.
Look, we're going to
800, isn't it?
earn
Yeah.
that vacation.
Right.
70. There you go.
Again, that's the same thing as before, isn't it?
Nope,
no,
warp
that's a
storm.
warp storm.
Oh, it's a storm. You're right. Didn't roll high enough.
All right, can the navigator spot it?
That's critical hits. Let's not, yeah?
Yep. Sunny Sense. What warp storm? Wham. Okay.
All right. Two
Two-
crits, choose lowest.
Yep.
Page 222.
Are they the full crits or the D5 crits?
D10s.
D10s.
Christ. Rolling once, rolling twice. Seeing as I rolled the warp storm, I'll take responsibility for this. I'll have
5. Engines crippled.
to- God,
Again.
again.
Throw another D10. Let's find out how badly.
Sure. Hey, badly.
Oh, our speed is
Really?
1.
Uh,
Our speed is 1. Great. Does this slow us down in the warp at all?
No, because the jump drive is completely separate to the engines.
Thank goodness.
Dad is pointing out that this just sort of proves that we haven't actually had a single successful warp jump in game 2
No.
without something blowing up or going wrong.
this is
Was-
I leave the engines alone for 5 hours, and you've managed to set that on
This-
fire, turn that off, and this is a pile of garbage now.
being that 40K is essentially the age of sail in space. This is to be fair, a par for the course.
All hands, please evacuate the engine compartment for ritual purge.
And in my defense, I'm a shooty person. I don't do engines. I was just given a data slate that said press these buttons in this order. It's not my
I
fault
left-
the data slate didn't give all the buttons.
I left it to my underlings. That's
Yes,
their
but your
job.
underling isn't here.
I'm going to have to get a new underling.
Yes, maybe check the engine room before you purge it. He might be spread across it. Given the way the engines are behaving. At least I assume that rattling and banging is the engine. We haven't had another
Okay,
team-
how far are we off course?
My maths has gone wrong.
That's not the only thing that's gone wrong.
Well,
Come back, underling. I need to test my new sword.
All right,
no.
so. Dum. With no warp precautions. You've not found the Astronomicon, which is not a good start.
Nope.
You are 1.54%, so 54% over.
The target.
Okay.
Which is,
so we were jumping from Fortosis to Solace, yeah?
yeah.
Yes.
So that's
Uh,
slightly off course, I think. More than half and less than double. So yes, you're slightly off course. So
It's
navigation
2.2.
will...
Fortosis to Solace.
Yeah.
So what, 3.3 essentially?
doesn't work like that. It's the warp.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, roll a d100.
Yep. Well, first off, we got to see if you can. You've got to make a hard navigation warp test.
No, that's if.
Oh no, you
you
can't
can
proceed
proceed
the
the
Astronomicon. Yeah, we
Astronomicon.
can immediately skip to an accurate re-entry.
Yeah, because we have got the astronomical. So
So 1D100, you say?
Play the GIF, exiting the warp sideways.
We.
Oh,
Ah.
I feel like rolling high on this one can't be good.
Randomly
Randomly determined location within same region.
Okay, that's not too
Alright.
bad.
Well, so we're staying in Windscale's realm, I guess.
Yeah.
We're
If we
in-
roll a one, we
One.
come back to Fortosis.
Yes.
We come back before we leave.
That is an option.
5, 6,
I've had that happen.
so
There
there's
is
9 known places inside Windscale's realm if you could Fortosis.
Yeah.
So rolling a one. Should we just roll a 1d9?
Roll a 1d10 because on a 0 it's a random system.
All right, let me
Gotcha.
see. Oh, yeah, do that.
We're
1.
in Fortosis.
You're back in
Literally.
those.
We just left Fortosis and arrived at Fortosis again. This fucking system seems very familiar. I don't know why.
Oh, it's
How long
hard to-
is it? How long are we in the Great Warp Gray?
17 days, so 169
So-
days later, you just gotta drop back out again.
169-day from photosis to photosis. This
Wait,
fucking
so
Mobian loop in the warp. God damn it.
So
Perhaps
we
we should have
just
taken the longer road.
and so we hail back down. Hi guys, how you doing?
No,
Oh,
first we need to repair the engines. Take us up to
Yes.
the up to the gas giant.
that's actually a fair
Yeah.
point. The edges are very on fire.
We have speed 1.
Yeah.
Do we even
It's
need
not
an
good.
anchorage for this?
Yes. Extended
We need-
repairs.
We need a we need to be basically at a
Let me just
No
say you
chat.
should chart the route.
No, chat. We are not charting this.
roll it. No, roll it. We can sell this route. We can sell this route to somebody as a lark.
Who? Who wants
Someone
to
someone we don't like, I'm sure.
I think that's got to be a first. The first time we've ever ended up. You have the route. The donut.
God. Of course,
Alright.
this fucking route we can chart. We can't chart any of the good ones.
hmm
God damn it.
Captain, how many weeks are we staying to repair the engines?
Uh,
How many do you need?
It doesn't say.
Well, take it a week at a time, I guess.
All right. I
Uh,
just need any one repaired, apparently.
Oh dear.
It is the strangest bit of the rules.
Yeah.
It's like, it says, each week make a tech use test, tallying degrees of success and failure. If you succeed, if you have successes at the end, you succeed, getting 1d5 hull integrity. What if I spend only 1 week repairing?
That means it takes
What
time
if I
before
spend
you do it
more?
again.
I get 1d5 no matter how long I repair.
I think it's per week you do more D5s. If you succeed, it goes away.
Anyways, the engines are back online.
All right, just the rest of us spend the week, shriving the, obviously cursed ship, putting gold foil up on things, sporting a few more skulls around, and then let's go back to the edge of the system and try that again.
So I have a question. Does the Superbus have an MIU port?
Yes, it's a spaceship of the Imperium of Man.
Okay, so I do have the ability to jack into the Superbus to drive it now.
Yes.
Okay. Just for your knowledge,
Uh-huh.
yes.
you have 212 days to get to Delamus with your food.
We should
All right,
probably
so
leave
do-
now.
Do you want to go to
Yes.
Delamus? Let's go to Delamus.
I
Do we have
feel
a
Solace.
route there?
No, not from
No.
here.
Oh well.
You could do 12 days to Footfall and jump to Delamus, but the way the warp works, without a route, you might as well just jump straight there.
Yeah.
Let's check how long the estimate is to Delamus, and if it's not good, we can jump to Footfall and then to Delamus.
Well,
That's
the
a fair
thing
point.
is, no matter what you do, you may as well just keep trying to jump to Delamus.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be random. Like, Footfall to Delamus could be longer than Fortosis to Delamus. You just
You
don't
remember
know.
it's dependent on trip distance rather than it's not dependent on distance. It's dependent on going through
Vagaries
the
of the warp. I know.
Well, real space distance is a component.
It should be. You'd
anyway,
think.
so was it 12 real time days to Delamus to Football?
12 warp days.
Oh,
It's
okay,
still
no.
pretty quick,
But
especially with our
still-
ship.
It's
Yeah.
still kind of long though, is it not? For time.
Let's try and chart from Delibus and see if we have to do it via foot.
Because we lost an entire year.
Oh, and Captain, the next thing we
Well,
should probably
months.
install here at
Mm.
Fortosis is a repair station in the outer system.
because our engines keep blowing up in it, and frankly, we could do with the time save.
Sensible.
Okay. Doing the senescence check. That's a failure.
Charting time.
We're a light cruiser, I think.
We
Yes.
Yep.
There's the-
Okay, so this is a 12-day jump on a stable route.
Sounds good to me.
Just to be clear, Gray, this is going from Fortosis direct to Delamus, yeah?
Yes.
Why do I not...
All right. So, Right of appeasement, morale check, which honestly isn't too bad.
Did we confirm if whether or not we actually charted the four toasters to closest route? We just give up.
Can I spend 2 of my what do you call it? Reroll that necessary?
Nah,
Nah.
no. We're not
Okay.
allowing ourselves to reroll.
You've got 100 morale, and just make sure you don't roll 100. Because if you roll 100, I'd give you a 50-50 chance of failing it.
Okay. Oh, that's morale. Okay.
Yeah. Because morale's not technically supposed to go above 100, but you know. The parts of the system don't work very well together. Because it's fairly capable of getting morale above 100, but none of the other systems I think that will happen. Okay. Finger guns. And then the effects of translation. So, warp hallucination check. For the second
Again.
time.
And it is
We go
completely
again.
and utterly sane at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Serpentis, come on, you can't avoid it.
Yeah, I want to, trust me. Okay.
Yep. Alright, so it's just 10 going a bit crazy.
Ah, I forgot the roll.
Got to roll, yes.
Gotta hit the roll button. Just
Yes.
gotta roll with it. Dreams of nope. Mutants everywhere.
Oh god. So just to be clear, like added is no longer seeing mutants everywhere because we did finish the warp jump.
Yes, that
How
was
fortunate that my perception is fairly bad.
Yeah.
The guy you spotted as being a bit weird was actually a bit weird.
Just not right for the wrong reason.
Yes. But it's still right.
Well,
We're not asking you to share your workings.
Great. Is one roll good enough for my engineering crew?
For what? Oh, yeah, to check
Mutants
them out,
everywhere.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so the ballistic mechadendrite is only
You're
for
good.
tech
You're good.
priests.
You're
Okay.
good. You were born that way. You're good. You're good. You're sanctioned. You're good. You're good. All right. I don't want to see any more signs of mutation among the rest of you. I'm especially looking at you, Dennis, with 2 eyes.
How are you looking at him with 2 eyes? From the
He's
side
got
of
the
your
third one
face.
shot.
No, it's Dennis with 2 eyes. It's in his name.
Oh.
oh,
Unlike Dennis with no eyes, who was born blind.
surely he's just dense.
No, he's Dennis with no eyes. He was born blind.
Hmm.
We just call him Dennis because it's more polite that way. We
Okay,
found the Astronomicon.
This
My
is going
God.
so much better this time. Although I can't.
You say that before we've gotten to the bad part.
Yeah.
Okay. Steering the vessel. Steering the vessel.
With no survival.
Steering the vessel, steering the vessel.
Navigation warp.
Is that the nuclear vessels in Alameda Bay?
Yeah.
That's a reference that maybe half the people in this conversation will get.
Had a VHS of that at my grandmother's house. It was one of 2 fun movies to watch.
Shout.
Ugh.
3-degree success.
Where's my... Okay, so takedown does...
Is there any mechanical benefit to getting a good quality ship components? Yes, there is. I can't remember
So-
what it is, though. It's like cheaper or something. Gotta look it
Okay, so you jump into the warp. It's a warp travel encounter. Go, go, go. Who's not rolled one yet?
I haven't rolled one yet. Okay.
I think we've all done one at this point.
up. That's not bad. It's not all as well. It's psychic predators, but it's not bad.
It's the Psychic Predators, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's warp incursions. Minus
Yay.
30.
Yes, you do. Thank goodness.
Roll 100.
Good news, everyone. The reference sheets have the acquisition tables.
Yep.
Yeah, and don't we get a bonus to this for the Warp Spain hull?
Do we have the Warpsbane hull?
I don't think you got a warp Spain.
I don't think we've got a Warpsbane hull.
You've got something else.
No, we have the architect nuke pile and
Good crew.
Yeah, yeah.
And skittish.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the trophy.
The trophy
Yeah, we
room
couldn't
sure
afford
is
the
go-
Warp's Bane Hull.
Yeah.
I bet you
Yes,
the. I
that was
bet you
easy.
the. I bet you it's going to the Warp's Bane. The trophy room's going to explode again.
Just roll me D100 minus 30. It'll be fine.
Oh, that's plus 30. I meant this. 41.
41. A plague of madness.
Oh,
Insanity spreads through the ship. Begins with a weak-minded first, but gradually consumes the entire vessel. Over the period of 1d5 days, until the madness ceases, every minor NPC the employees interact with aboard the ship has a mental disorder.
Good is minus 10.
Great, I got the whole 5.
Yep. And
Okay.
We
you don't
all
have.
roll our.
Luckily for you, though, the warp journey only lasts a single day.
Oh, that is
'Cause-
true.
The navigator was wrong again.
Well,
Mhm.
Oh, hang
But-
on. So the navigator was now wrong in the other direction.
Yes. So it was
Oh,
actually
great.
only, instead of a 12-day, it was only a 4-day jump, and then he rolled well enough to quarter it down to a single day.
Can we chart this route, please?
we can try.
Because holy hell, a 1-day route from Fortosis to this place would be handy.
Right.
Rolls a 99. It just
Yeah.
burns up. Burns up
Navigation
every route
warp.
chart. No, you got it.
Got it.
You put a pin in it. It's good.
Okay. So. Yep, navigation warp. Should have been plus 10 on that. So that's 1 profit factor.
And a 1-day route from here to Delamus.
Yep.
Okay. Remember to put that on. We'll need to remember to put that on the map later.
Yeah, I'm loading the map up in Photoshop right now.
Okay, remember the plan. We take that ambush predator, you secrete it somewhere in his mansion, and then I vox him to tell him of this.
Okay.
Are
Just-
you sure, sir? Okay. You know
Final
what? Nope.
thought.
He's the boss.
Should we tranquilize the beast before delivering it to the mansion so that when it wakes up, it'll be angry? But it does have the advantage of being asleep while we're trying to put it somewhere.
Well, if you feel your skills are so limited that you require this, then you may as well.
I appreciate that is nothing but a slight against me, but I'm still annoyed at it anyway. Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Right, so I'm just going there. So, yeah, what is the plan? You're going to try and sneak this thing into his headquarters through his own planet?
I thought we could vox him at first. The kid needs to hunt it, right? Or is he just ceremoniously hunting it?
Ceremoniously hunting it.
Well,
But
then.
yeah, well, basically, at the edge of system, we open up and say, "Oh, we're coming in." And once we get in range, yep, they're going to take a discreet shuttle down and hide this beast.
Okay. In like the local area?
No, specifically in his house, if at all possible.
Oh, they're going to be a good series of rolls for this then.
Yeah, Rex is
Okay.
going whole hog on this. Okay.
So, you'll of course be greeted by the customs officials. They've been told to look out for you. You've arrived a good 200 days ahead of schedule, which
My
in warp
my
travel is the nick of time.
My
Yes.
silent move is -20. So
What's your silent move with a crate full of angry predator?
probably less than that.
Okay, so you load it aboard a shuttle.
Mhm.
Is it anesthetized?
Yeah.
Are you
well,
going to try and anesthetize it?
Could you want to medicate it, my good Sterling fellow? Karen and or Spentus?
Oh yeah, I can drug it if you'd like.
I mean,
Hey Gray,
Yes.
do you remember those the spiked drinks from session 1?
Yeah.
I put them in my Medicaid Mechadendrite. I'm using one of those.
Okay.
Well, I'm hovering you, so take +10 if that helps.
Okay,
at all.
and I'm also going to re-roll that with a fate point because, of course, I am. So the total +20 because Nicole. Thank you, Nicole.
Turns out you
Never
went and
mind. All right, I'll fail.
you,
Goodness.
you
Oh,
decided the
dear.
best place to put it is in the pituitary gland, right inside its brain.
Nope.
No, it
turns
turns
out
out
they're
actually
empty.
It actually metabolizes this particular.
Yeah, this drug just has no effect on it.
Well, that's the way it goes.
It gets very angry when you stab it up as well. It's kind of clanging it away.
No
Oh,
effect.
I underestimated you. You want more challenge for yourself. Good men.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. Food for thought. Does this mansion have, say, I don't know,
A
open air
garden.
balcony for us to drop this thing off on?
Probably. It's like a governor's mansion. He's a planetary governor.
Does he happen to have a hedge maze?
Ooh, a hedge maze is a good idea.
That
We
would
tied
be
it
great.
in there. The reason why I ask is, thought occurs we could do something rather adventurous, but potentially the quickest way of getting this thing out of our hands. Can someone go and file off all the markings off of one of our transports?
Mm, I mean, that might be considered pirate.
Would.
Well, here's my thing. Obviously, the boss is expected at the mansion. None of us technically are. If the boss goes to the mansion in a ship which is very clearly ours, while some of us in an unmarked ship deliver this thing by shoving it out the back of a low-flying transport into the hedge maze,
Except we're being paid to deliver this thing.
We are being paid to deliver it.
I
It's just
appreciate that's the theory, but I have a sneaky suspicion that the people in question will look very poorly upon this whole dumping it in the house plan.
We have a contract.
Since when do nobles actually obey contracts if it's not in their best interests?
and also the fact I think Rex is just pulling a jolly good a necessitarian prank essentially.
Okay.
Yes,
if
I've
that's the way to
delivered
play
it. I've
if
delivered
you-
it. It's in your house right now.
Well, in that case, fine. I think the hedge maze is still a good idea.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Do they have a
Yeah.
hedge maze, Gray?
Earth.
Heads
They
or
are
tails?
rich.
Tails,
One or two, basically.
Too. Damn it.
No. The hedge maze was ripped up by the previous governor.
Ah,
damn it.
not having a
No.
hedge maze. How can you even call yourself a planetary governor?
Well, this is a Cronus Expanse, you know?
True. It is the edge of civilization.
Do they have a formal gardens? Yes. They have a formal garden.
Oh, they're in Cronus. No wonder I can't find them. Okay. That's a weird place for them.
Okay,
Oh,
so
it's this bloke. Okay.
yes, this guy.
Well, if there's no hedge maze, open air balcony still feels like a fairly safe second bet.
There's definitely open air balconies. The question is, getting a spaceship, a shuttle close to an unmarked shuttle close to a planetary governor might attract a little bit of anti-aircraft fire.
You know what? I think the thing would be better if we were carrying the cage. We were carrying it in by the cage, and we were just
I need to be a good quality. Okay.
carouse our way past the guards and everything. Like, no, this is a good old jolly old prank being done by a most noble of employers.
We show them the contract. Well, we show them what's the
I'm going
name?
to reroll
Notarized
that.
copy of the contract, not the original.
You know how it is when it comes to when it comes to nobility and their little jokes. What? Giving a good wink and a pat in the back, and a half a bottle of Amsec.
Yeah, if only we had a teleporter chat.
Look, we all can't be the omniscience shield, all right?
It's true. What's our
Well, basically, I'm leaving you guys to organize that while I go in the official retinue with all the servitors, with the house banners and the trumpets and the mysterious ancient instrument. No one's quite sure where it came from, and it no longer works, but it's important that it's there.
Look, your family glockenspiel is a wonderful instrument, all right? So, Gray successfully carouse past the guards with 4 degrees of success.
Is it a glockenspiel or is it a hurdy-gurdy?
Oh,
No, it's a
don't go
hurdy
knocking the
spiel.
hurdy-gurdy.
It's a bagpipe. Isaac will remain silent about the secrets of the bagpipes.
Getting a little bit of like stuff off your mic, Darren. All right. So yes, who is joining you on the official journey?
Well, unnamed crew. I'm leaving all the rest of these
Oh, you're not taking any of the
major officers to the
Okay.
to the job.
I'm staying on the ship, thank you.
We're the help. We're the help. So you know.
Right. I've updated the map to include the most important of things.
So I do love the
That's
fact
actually not
that the middle
172 days. I did that wrong.
finger- the middle finger of Saint Drusus is right there. Yes.
Oh, he added the circular rad around Fortessus.
Yeah.
Ship's break here.
Yes, quite.
I'll adjust that for 14 for next time.
172.
That's the real time days. It's not the warp days.
God.
Donut. The donut route. Yes, just doing donuts in our backyard.
The Fortosis Ring Road.
We kind of
About
don't
as
want
much help as...
Well,
no, it's
how-
the Gray.
how can I-
It's the Fortosis Magic Roundabout.
No, here's the thing. Okay,
At
so
least it's not a
it
hyperspace
is-
bypass.
I'm going to say this: the Fortosis ring route is probably the one of the better routes if we're trying to flee from Fortosis. So we warp away, they jump away to follow us, but we basically just pull a fast one on them and just end up back where we started.
Except it breaks our engines.
Well, it has a chance to pick our engines.
Yeah.
That means it has a chance of breaking the engines of anyone who follows behind us.
True.
Yes, this is true. Right, let's...
Okay, so Addis is going to be having a rather boring tour around the vineyards and all the other food production places on this wonderful world.
Okay.
The rest of you, how are you going to fix this?
I rolled carouse with the two to
All
get
right.
to jolly along the guards with a 24 with an 18 out of 24, 42.
Yep. So I'm assuming, have you come in on the same ship?
We're coming out on the same ship. We're leaving on the ramp going the other way off the ship. We're basically excuse me, sir. We're going through the servants' entrance,
All right.
looking to take this around back.
Okay, is this the expected cargo?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
excellent. So if you can take it to this location, and you notice it's a secure storage facility. It's the third left, second right, and then third door. You can't miss it. It's like triple layered, reinforced adamantium. Yep, you sure? You think you can get that on your own?
Should be able.
Second, third, fourth, right.
And, we'll find our way, sure.
Yep. Excellent. We got this important landing pad to guard.
No, absolutely. Good work. Carry on.
It is you are a sterling credit to your uniform, sir.
Yeah, we ain't paid enough to do as much else.
So third to inside. So I'm just thinking, actually, in my head here, this is actually a great potential. Great. When we take the first turn, like the third left, as it were, I'm assuming we go sort of into backroom corridors and all sorts.
Yeah, you're kind of like it's kind of like a landing area, so outside the palace. So it's kind of a combination of storerooms and stuff like buildings. So
Be right back.
you're not actually inside, but you're in a kind of building complex.
Okay, chaps. Let's find one of these with a door that's either open or pop the little locks in here.
So the way I think, planetary government palaces are probably like cities, like the equivalent to the Forbidden City, where like there are people who probably never leave this like complex to go anywhere else in the planet. So it's going to be quite an industrialized area, but of high quality, of course. Good architecture.
Oh yeah, if it's a governor's palace, they're going to build it properly.
Yeah. So even though you have to have like offices for the clerks and you've got to have storage warehouses, they don't look like offices or warehouses.
I'm back on what I miss.
We're
Not
discussing
much.
the architecture.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a walled city, is what you're saying, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yes, it is essentially an imperial. It's basically a palace.
Yes, it's a palace, but it's where they run the planet from. So, as I was just saying, they basically, although it's full of warehouses and like offices, nothing looks like warehouses or offices.
Idea. Find one of these buildings, crack the crate, lock the door of the thing with the animal in it, so that it will break out whenever someone else next opens the door, and we just take the crate to storage as we're meant to be. That way it looks like we're still doing our part. And then we can bugger off.
I'm still curious to what our illustrious rotator is getting up to, but he's the one who pays our job, so...
Yeah, he's asked us to do this. I am doing what he has asked us to do. Then we can worry about how much fancy booze he saved for us. This is probably not...
Yeah, technically, you were asked to drop it off in the house, not in the outbuildings adjacent to the house.
It's an entire separate inner wall you'll have to get through.
A separate inner wall, you say?
Yeah. So the actual palace part of it, has got a lovely, probably 1,000-year-old retaining wall with multiple checkpoints around it.
Charm. This is what happens when you don't have anyone with charm on hand and relevant fellowship levels.
Not my thing.
Well, we don't have charm, but we do have people who could potentially... What does lockpick fall under in a system? Is it security?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect solution, but if we could find a door to lockpick into the complex, we'd always try that.
And you know what? I do have 200 experience points. I can pick up Secret Tongue Military
I'm not lending you my multi-key.
and see if I can give some person a
Nope,
guard some
yours.
short-term jargon of of short speak jargon that is, oi mate, this thing here needs to go in the lawyer room for being shown off, essentially. They want to this man has his own trophy room, I'm sure, and he wants it measured so he can be put on the wall. You can fit on the wall. How's that sound?
It's worth a punt. Following that, we ask Isaac to whip his multi. Once that's not...
Well, he's upstairs, so...
No, Isaac.
Oh, yeah, I know Isaac. He's in the what do you call it?
Yep.
Look, next time we get acquisitions, I'm going to roll up some servo skulls for the basic tools of espionage.
So
Is that
essentially
one for the martini, one for the martini olive?
I'm gonna
Something
look
like
to Tripin, what's your character's name again? I'm gonna look to Jarn and be like, I'm just gonna try something. Come with me and look concentrated. We pick up the crate. We walk to the military. Oi, you Flatfoot. The big man upstairs wants to send in the trophy room to take measurements for its head for it to be seen to fit in the walls.
Alive?
Alive,
It seems
yeah.
a bit feisty.
Yes, but he wanted it done now, so it's being done while alive.
He wanted it done before his son may do some mischief to it. And he's also the fact he wants to put on the very special, because he wants to do in the mini trophy room for his son's inevitable kills. You know how a die is when the boys come of age. They get a bit not smart. They get a bit silly when they have not silly but proud about it.
Right, but we'll have to send an escort with you. Because, you know, you can't just let random people wander around.
True
No,
enough. True
no,
enough. They
no,
can. They can. We need someone to show us the way.
Okay. They're kind of like vox up and like, yeah, we need someone to do a bit of babysitting in Sector 7. Yeah. They've got a grab crate full of something. Yeah. No. Yeah, I know. Dave, it's his first day. Just send him. Right, so move along. Like this 18-year-old kid whose uniform doesn't fit properly. And it's a very fancy uniform.
Oh yeah, I imagine it's like Governor's Palace. Of course, he'll have the fancy one. Fit.
Yeah. So they probably told him you'll walk out to fit it.
It's like Buckingham, but he has one of those tall. He has the tall fur hats.
Yep. If you'd like to follow me.
Fair. Good enough, sir. Good enough.
Okay. What is that, by the way?
It's a shadow stalker.
Shadow Stalker. He looks in and gets quite close, and it just slams into the side. And he gets covered in like spittle.
Oh, it's a feisty one. Yeah, it's an ambush predator.
He's got his hand on his gun at this point. It's like, yeah, okay.
Careful now. Don't want it to be too. Don't want to get it too riled up.
Look at it this way: the sooner we get this measurement business done, the sooner your boss's son can do what he wants to do with the thing, and we can all be on our way. Less bitten and less spat.
Okay. So, am I supposed to be giving you a tour or just taking you there?
Just take us to the young master's trophy room, constructed trophy room. I'm sure he has.
He hasn't actually got a trophy room. There is a family trophy. They're not really hunters.
I'm sure they want this one on display though.
Yes, the family
possibly,
trophy.
but I don't know where. They haven't really done much displaying. They're kind of more. He's obviously trying to get around the fact that, you know, as you go one way, like a trolley, like a food delivery van, almost is moving through the corridors. They have other interests.
I mean, surely they have. So they put some tchotchkes up in their larder room, or say their dining hall.
Dining room is going to be kind of in use.
Dining room in use?
Yes, the Lord has got a fancy meal planned.
You know, I could
he's
say
even brought an off-world chef in.
I could say the pantry. That I could say the pantry then. Wait, off-world chef, you say?
Yeah.
I run down the Rose Gallery of DeVille's. I know in my head.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Or any of them involved in the culinary.
Do you happen to have any idea of their name?
No, I've not really been in that area of the building.
No problem then. Well, then I guess we can take this to. The. What do you say, Yarn? What's a better place to drop this off? You know what?
Family trophy.
Well,
Might be
the family
if they're
room.
going to already have the trophy available.
I mean, we do have a ever so effective passive scapegoat here, so we can literally just open the thing, let it go, and leave. Say it's his fault.
Young lad, sorry, do you mind just going and making sure the trophy room is available? Because I don't want to bring this thing in if people are waiting, obviously. This might take some time. So could you just run and check?
I'm not supposed to leave you. B, as I said, there isn't actually a trophy room.
You said there was a family trophy room.
There is no family.
Sorry.
There is no family trophy room.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood the other conversation. I thought it said there was
What
nothing
about
but the son, but there was a family.
Okay, what
No.
about the breakfast room then? I'm sure they probably have a breakfast room.
The breakfast room would be in use. It wouldn't be use. Neither would the brunch rooms. The second breakfast room would also be free. They're only playing on the dining room, so yeah.
Which is the closest one that isn't in use?
That's in the breakfast room.
That'd be
Very far
11's room.
Come along, let's go to the 11th room.
Okay.
I don't like the Greys rolling dice.
No, you rolled the die for him to remember.
To see how if you remember the name of the chef.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure the chef is most likely the servitor guy with the dogs.
Yeah,
It looks
I'm
like
just going to check how much of a distraction I'm making.
He's
Not great
really
keeping his attention.
Yes, he's finished his tour, and he's taking you to the dining room with a load of the other guests. He's of course invited every dignitary on the planet because it's not every day that Deadliest has its own road trader visiting. So he's invited like the Master of Commerce, the Master of the Mint, their wives, families, a couple of daughters that are being pushed in your direction because that happens every time you make landfall.
Yeah, well, just fall back on the old standard of regaling them with trips in the warp. It's like, we jumped and came back to the same system. Can you imagine?
Yeah. It's just not so troublesome. Flutter, flutter, flutter.
Yeah, so I was just checking to see if I was helping them out with distracting, but not too much,
you've got that. The bodyguards are in here.
So
Yikes, the second course is being served already.
So Serpentis, you have takedown and I have takedown, right?
Yes.
Do you think we could pool our efforts to bonk this poor boy over the bounce?
Technically, I could do better than that because I now also have taken life. So I could just, if we both hit him, we could probably both just do enough fatigue damage to knock him out.
True enough. No, well, it's not the fatigue damage. It's ignore damage. Opponent does a test or stun for 1 round. Does not suffer -20 for stun deck. So yes, we can just do a straight up test. And just stun him, knock him out, bonk him on the bonds for the weapon skill test.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure we probably have the well. What mechanism does this have for what opening mechanism does this cage have, Gray?
It will probably be security locked with a passcode.
To be fair, given that we put it in the cage, surely we know what the code is.
Yeah, you'd know the code. I'm assuming because it's a hunting cage, it'll have a timer. Because that seems like something realistic you would have on a hunting cage.
Better still.
Because what you'd want to do, I assume, is you'd prop your prey down, you'd say, right, we'll give it 5 minutes and we'll release it when we're safely away.
It's better still. All we have to do is knock the guard out. You and me discard, then need to leg it back, sneak back, and the beast will break out on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was also thinking about putting a time hallucinogenic grenade in the room with it so it can be extra spicy. But sure, let's do that. So
honestly, we've already made enough potential cock-ups here where I think the hallucinogenic grenade is probably a bridge too far.
Okay.
They're going to have a beast rampaging around the grounds. We don't need to worry about whether or not the beast is high on PCP.
Fair enough. Well,
see, I was reading a paper. Reading a paper at work where they were doing studies into dopamine and stuff like that, and the control was they gave them PCP. They actually gave mice PCP.
Yeah,
and it was quite a few of the people in the room didn't apparently click what PCP was until I pointed out angel dust.
Oh boy.
It's like, they did.
I keep forgetting you work in that kind of place because, frankly, without that important context, you're just going around lacing people with angel.
So I have to point out, it wasn't us. Somewhere in America. But we would have loved to have seen the acquisition form on that. What do you want? We just need some angel dust, please. For the mice. Yes.
I'm sure
Yes.
they have clinical PCP on that hand. Anyway, so we both made. So can we get a toughness test for this poor boy twice or maybe something like that to see if he's still awake?
I mean, yeah, given that. I think just basically is once we get the cage into the room,
get him
one
in
of us will go high and hit him in the head, one of us will go low and hit him in the guard.
The way you both rolled 4 degrees of success, you pretty much just hit him on both sides of the head at the same time. It's like fist bump with his head in the way.
I like that. Right, okay, prop him up, just shove him behind the sofa or something.
I mean, either sofa.
Are you leaving him in the same room as the cage you're about to open?
To ensure that it is believable that this boy probably freaked out got spooked, shot the cage and let the the monster out. Yeah, perfectly well. I'm willing to take his
Alright.
rifle and shoot the shoot the panel on the cage after setting the timer.
No. Don't worry about doing that. You do that, people start coming now. If we let the cage off
Okay.
on the timer, it just looks like there was a malfunction and he didn't get to his gun in time.
Okay, yeah.
Mic
Anyway,
test.
we're leaving the welcome back.
It might
Speaker
work.
Taylor.
Next.
We're going to leave the poor impressionable 18-year-old lad as a unfortunate sacrifice to be mauled by the Shadow Predator.
He didn't want to be a sociopath. The boss wouldn't have hired a Death World, a tribal. So there we are.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm tired of having to play the nice guy to you Egypts all the time.
You're not supposed to be the nice guys.
I'm playing the look. I'm just playing along with my house Carl. The big man's suggestions.
Alright, Adit's currently on the 4th course. He's had a quick look at the menu and there's apparently 20 of these things.
I'm going to Vox added the well, let's take a second. Do we have a road traders camp? We have
I don't.
We have
He doesn't.
don't have traders. Okay.
Why did he learn that? What does he do?
I mean, I have tongue rogue trader, if that's what you.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to.
Can speak it.
I was going to.
John can speak the rogue trader can't. The rogue trader can't.
I was going to Vox him the Morse code for done. Just click him three times in a specific succession, so we don't have a Vox, so no one can hear it on our Vox conversation, unless we want to just have him take a call.
Yes, but it's important to click 3 times, not 2 times, and not 4 times, and certainly not 5 times.
Click, 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 dash, click, click, dash.
Okay, so Rex puts down his 5th leg of turkey and turns on his mic repeat and says, "What's that? Is there static on this channel? Who's using it?"
Just hand signal to to Wilbert, just going no, just leave. If the boss doesn't remember his own code signals, that's his fault, not ours. We leave now.
Yes, go.
Everything's fine up here, Captain. Nothing to report.
You finished your delivery yet?
I'm on the ship, Captain. We're not delivering anything up here.
Well, box them and tell them to get it done.
Will do.
But it's in place.
You're not saying anything.
All right.
We can say that once we're out of the house and we don't look suspicious as fuck. Because
We're
we suddenly
leaving.
left a crate behind.
We're leaving. We're leaving.
Roll me, try not to look suspicious as fuck.
The most difficult of all checks.
Oh, isn't it just?
Do you have anything for social camouflage?
I do have silent move, yes.
My silent move is -20, so
Yes, this is because it's one of the skills that was added. It doesn't play right. It's based off agility, I believe.
but is it a train or not train thing?
It's a basic skill, if that's what it means, so you can use it.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Nokia is trained.
It's
Okay.
half your stat instead of -20.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
so
so
it is.
only be 20.
I mean, I'm just going to make an agility check because I've got it trained, but the skill won't play
Yeah.
right. So,
Yeah, you just change the target to whatever half your stat is.
no, my whole stat because I
Because
have it.
it's dumb. Oh, you have it trained. It should be
You know
showing
what?
up properly if you have it trained.
It's showing up as a
Hmm.
deal.
What?
Okay,
Yep.
so Gray, what is the possibility
That's
to roll
weird.
to roll intimidate? Just really looking like I need to go busting for a piss.
The most intimidating.
Yes, that's very intimidating, obviously.
Just a look on, that determined look on the face where you're doing the duck walk, trying to not
Yes.
mess your drawers.
Trying to not.
I am going to shoulder past whomever because I need to. Well, I'm going to roll that. I'm going to shoulder past people, just doing the walk that is the
Yeah.
Reroll that. Just
doing the walk that everyone understands that that man is suffering.
There
Oh
we go.
yes, you basically just blend straight in as people who are important. You might not be dressed like everyone else, but the fact that you're dressed in good clothing and look like you know where you're going is enough for most people who don't want to get messed up with this.
And meanwhile, I have Willmount as a massive distraction.
Yeah.
I need to add look like you know where you're going as a skill.
Yeah.
Alright. And we skip back to added. 7th course is getting fancy now. You know, all the good stuff's coming out, and
Are you telling me that a servant with a vomit bag is coming around?
no, this guy would not waste any food by vomiting.
All right, so we're not dealing with the vomitoriums.
No.
Yeah,
no.
there's just a slowly growing pile of food under Rex's chair as he discards some of it.
Yeah, sensible.
How much are you actually eating? Just how polite are you being? How much are you just dumping? Because other people will be dumping stuff in.
I'm taking at least a couple of bites of, most
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Come on, you're never expected to finish the plate.
No, this guy is going full for it now, and his son at the other end of the table is doing the same.
I'm sure they've had their stomachs replaced with a multitude.
No,
of
they
digestive ones.
stretched them quite nastily. Give this guy a name, but I've lost it. It's probably in the NPC actually. And we created a file for him.
Well, at some point, I'm just going to start sending page boys back to the shuttle to tell Jarn to report in when he's done.
All right.
To be fair, I'm hoping by 8th course I might have made it out of the house and got back to the shop.
Omnisvore, that's his name.
I'm sorry, his name was Omnisvore.
Omnisvore.
Yeah.
They're
That's a
not
good
subtle
name.
on this planet, are they?
No.
No, okay, carry on.
If I'm not allowed to make terrible jokes out of my NPC names, what's the whole point of being here?
If you're playing 40k and you're being subtle, I'm going to shoot you because you're a Xeno.
Yeah. Don't know why I'm
Okay.
doing this.
No, yeah,
So,
point taken.
he's giving you a great spiel about how his son is going to be the greatest member of his family. They've ruled this place for 2,000 years. And, they're one of the greatest food exporters in the expanse. Then he's
2
got
whole millennium. Oh my, how very impressive.
Yes, since we were one of the first planets rediscovered by the Empire. We supply footfall and several other worlds in the area. And, well, you... well...
Oh no, is he being
And
poisoned?
keels forwards and into his food. And there's a sudden scream, and then you can see other people around just kind of coughing and slamming down, and panic begins to erupt through the room.
Willmount, did you remember what the name of the chef was?
It was not told to us.
It
and I
was
knew
told to
exactly.
you. You were introduced to him.
When did he wait? I mean, it wasn't told to us here.
No, not here, but
wait.
yes. Gastrone. Gastrone was the name of the chef. Where is his?
When did this happen?
You met him in the first session.
Yeah, this is.
He's the guy who tried to poison you. That's why you've also.
So what you're telling me is that my immediate
Yes.
No.
intuition was correct.
Yes, your immediate intuition was correct.
Just didn't act upon it because, well,
I was a little bit worried at that point that you were actually going to follow up on that and click that,
well, look,
Get a crate to move.
it's not my place to that's not my place to interrupt. And what would I be doing? Would I be saying making a huss wait a second, he has an off-world chef? By God, it must be, and just fucking run. Me as a player, yeah, no, I twigged that pretty quickly. It's just
So, added, you have to make me a toughness test. You've been poisoned. Luckily, you haven't eaten as much as everyone else.
I actually have something for that called Decadence. I just need to look it up.
Excellent.
yes, he adds poisons to his food for fun.
This is the main course is assassination. Which isn't going to play out exactly as I was planning, but
I mean, is there a
Well, it's because it's only added there, so the set piece.
Let's see.
Is going to
Through
change
conditioning
slightly.
or long years of abuse, built up a tolerance to chemicals.
Yeah.
+10.
Can I quickly sidle in that just for dramatic effect? This is probably the point when John would tell the boss that he's back on the ship and the delivery was made. Because it feels like that would just be really handy timing.
Ooh, I managed to resist thanks to my years of eating.
Alright.
What's that? Barking toad souffle.
So it's only a D5 minus 1 wounds. One wound. Could have been a lot worse. If you failed, that was
Mild
D10.
indigestion. Yeah.
And you're -5 to toughness and strength until you get Medicaid.
Okay.
I'll warm up Nicole.
So the door will swing open, and a little rat-faced man will appear, looking at the kind of rapidly dying guests, most of which who are sort of almost made the stairs, and one's kind of like grabs at his ankle, and he just kind of kicks down. You have survived. Sorry. Shame. I was hoping that you would be as gluttonous as this one. My mistress. She is not happy.
Who are you, little one?
Ian
Oh,
Gaston,
yeah.
the most famed chef in the entire expanse.
Oh, excuse me. I seem to have stopped caring.
I have poisoned you.
I think the reason why he said that is because if you check the dice, he just tried to shoot it.
I've stopped caring. Bang.
You want to reroll?
Staring, blam.
You forgot the range, but it's probably if that's close range, it's a hit.
I'll bring up the map.
It's a hand
So-
cannon. What's the range on the hand cannon?
Ignore the glass on this. Banquet. Activate.
35, but I'm fine with it just being a near miss.
I've stopped caring. Blam.
That is a very sterling thing. I feel so bad. I could have prevented this, but you know what? I had
No. Who are you? I'm the best chef in the galaxy.
Oh, I need to adjust this. Sorry.
That's
Um,
well worth it.
I also just was the fact that it would be in the place I shouldn't be in is the main thing. Oh great, this is gonna escalate horribly with the
so
Yes,
ignore
with
the
the
broken glass at the side. As I said, this was originally you were all going to get invited to this.
Okay.
But as it's only added, or Rex in this case,
we're in the building still, so if
yeah, you're still in the building. So the original idea was that as he made his entrance, assassins would smash their way through the windows and start attacking you.
I mean they could still be doing that, we'd just be on our way.
Yeah, but it just seems like if I bring in assassins
Yeah.
to match him, it's like one-on-one's probably a much fairer fight.
You could have us jumping windows.
We can have us fighting assassins in the corridor on the outside.
We don't have a teleportarium though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Damn.
All right. So your range. Let's check. Is it set correctly? 15 meters.
That's close range.
All right. Does that make it a hit?
That makes it a hit because it's +10 to hit, so that makes it against a 62.
Yep, so 9 damage.
All right. What's the pen on that?
2.
Pen 2.
60, I think, is body.
Yeah. So. All right. You kind of hit him in the shoulder, and like his white cloak is
No,
white.
60 is head
Oh, okay.
What? Oh yes, because you
because it's
reverse
reversed
it
because
to
it's
0.
0-1.
Yeah.
0-6 rather.
Bullet
Yeah.
goes right through the centre of his like tall cap, skimming across the top of his head. Like it's not white; it's kind of a mucky grey, but
Yeah.
red starts spreading out. It's just my head, that, and at this point, That's not the weapon I expected him to have. Pass me what you're doing.
Oh, that's probably fine.
It's a flamethrower.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes
Of
sense.
course.
Mounted flamethrower.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense for a chef to have a flamethrower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, actually, to be fair,
Yeah. I was
yeah.
expecting it to be a toxic weapon. Because he's a toxin master.
Oh. Maybe it's a
Oh.
tox thrower.
But we'll go with flamethrower. He's going to cook you alive.
Ugh.
No,
I mean, he did expect you to just be cleaning up the mess.
Would his would he also be using mustard gas? I guess maybe some virescence of pepper bombs.
mustard.
all right, we'll begin combat. Rex is up first.
Oh, this is going to be just a straight up Rex versus. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, Rex could call for support. He
You
is
can
being
call for
assassinated
support,
at the
but
moment.
time scale, I'm pretty sure Rex or one of them will have done damage before the other arrives. You guys can arrive. You're just too far away to realistically get here in time.
Probably.
But escaping afterwards is going to be more interesting.
Oh, for sure.
All right. What's the range on the incinerator? Range 20. All right. Cleansing fire. Where's the reference? Which book is this in?
Is that a talent?
It's incinerator.
Of course he does.
Probably under weapons.
It's from FAC, page 84.
Oh, FAC.
What's FAC?
It's not in that not in that listing. Here under wrong page.
But when you
I
make
think
the full play 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Sorry about this, folks. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell FAC is.
We were supposed to be even largely murdered, but it turns out sneaking a ambush predator into the house is more important.
Yeah. Final Testament. No surrender.
Wait a second. Why am I not using the reference guide? Derp.
This is the reference guide I'm looking at. It says the C book.
Well, there should.
And
Yep,
the book is FAC, page 84.
Faith and Coin.
Faith and Coin, of course.
Yeah, that one didn't download.
I thought I was all prepared for this as well. I had maps for every occasion.
And then
Yeah, no matter where you went, I thought I'm going to be good. Nope. I apparently did something completely different.
look,
Yep.
players
Well,
will
that's the way it
always
goes.
fumble at the GM.
Yeah. It's just part of being a GM.
Mm-hmm. Faith and Coin, that is on the list.
Yep. 83, Weapons of the Righteous.
Save it. Of course I didn't.
Cleansing Fire. Well, target struck by weapons quality must make a challenging willpower test or catch fire. If cleansing fire is added with the flame quality, additional D10 energy damage each time it fails the test to extinguish the fire. So, first off, it's a flame weapon, so you don't have to worry about that just yet, because it's you got to dodge it first.
Okay, you want me to do a dodge?
Pretty sure it's dodge for flame weapons, isn't it?
Yes. As a man who has used the flamer 3 times out of
I
4
will
times,
fate point that one.
Yep.
4 times in a 2 characters. Yes, flamers are very much dodge.
Woo!
Yep. You roll off to the side as he kind of sets a huge section of this room on fire, including, I assume, the corpse of the guy in charge. He basically sets all of that on fire. You slide underneath the table and then out the other side to get to here.
Yep, pop off, take more shots at him.
Yep. All right. 9
How
damage.
much armor does this man have?
That's a hit to the arm. Stand still. I miss Fishy would not be happy you have survived this long.
Who do you work for?
Oh, what's his
He
charge?
He did, I think, specify. Oh no, he hasn't to you. That's quite right. He's only specified it to the crew, but he didn't meet Rex.
All right, he's going to close in a little bit. And he's going to bring this up and try and burn you down. So,
Rex,
make
is
another
this
dodge
gonna
roll.
make him...
Yep, you just duck around the back of... Oops. Yep, you dodge around the back of this. Stand still. Mr. DeVille. Mr. DeVille, of course. Who else wants you dead?
It's a bad list.
The fire alarms are going off at this point, by the way.
Oh, well, I can quick change my weapon and charge at him with my sword.
Excellent.
Well, I just stop right in front of his face. DeVille is my enemy.
At this point, he'll blink. All right. Oh, I need to change the eviscerate. 'Cause
No,
it's
it would be
tearing.
great if you're like, how do roll an intelligence test? Just if you fail, just like, how dare you besmirch such a fine lady's name?
Clearly.
So, what's for tearing? What was the code you used to drop? So it's roll an extra d10, isn't it? But you drop the lowest.
Yeah, KH, I think. Let me look it up.
Each.
It should just work on tearing weapons. Hang on. Let me just throw... a DL. 2d10 DL, or is that a 1?
Well, try, but
It'll be DL. Drop lowest, sounds like.
I think it's a 1.
Oh, drop. Okay.
hang on. What? Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a 1. Drop 1.
Okay. I assume it automatically sets the lowest. Okay, so he's also going to drop the flamer and quick draw out his eviscerator.
His carving knife.
His carving knife, yep. I'm going to cut you up like a Sunday roast.
Carving chain. Jesus.
Well, no, my wife's got one of them. You get those carving knives that are the electric powered ones that buzz back
Most of them
towards.
aren't, the size of a person.
Most of them.
He's quite short.
Most of
It's probably quite a bit bigger than that.
Most of the
Right.
time, okay.
So,
I was saying most of the time you have bigger things to carve. You don't have big things to carve.
I'm sure they get really big ones in butcher shops. You know, where they're necessary.
So I don't parry that.
no. Righteous Fury 1. This gets an extra 3 damage on the Righteous Fury.
Ouch.
So that's 20 damage. Pen 5.
That's enough to take me into negatives.
Alright. That was a solid hit there.
Melee can be nasty.
It's
Yeah.
eviscerate.
So do we now? Does the party now kick down the doors?
Hang on, discard. Calm yourself.
Well,
So
you can
He
Wait,
hasn't
wait.
even called for help yet, so
Yeah.
no.
What's your crit?
Where do I roll for that?
Well, it's how much.
How negative are you?
To.
Negative
That's your
1.
crit.
Oh,
Oh,
negative
Crit 1.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. I'm guessing if it's a chainsaw, it's going to be rendered. So give us a minute.
Felling 1.
Felling just felling chain. experiences.
Felling is for something, isn't it?
Well, the trouble is, felling in the later games ignores unnatural toughness.
Yeah,
But
so
I
it might
don't
just do
remember if
that.
that's when they changed.
I'll pull up the weapon qualities on felling.
That'd be good, thank you. If you do that, I'll
They
look
are
up.
not in here.
8.
Let me check faith and coin.
Yes.
Felling is spelled with a G. Fingers. Come on, get it right.
It's like finding the right place to check as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This is a fancy fact rule book. Everything is in different places.
All the weapon
Oh,
qualities are normally in the same place.
Hmm.
If it's chain, while he's looking for the felling, I'm guessing if it's chain, it's going to be rend.
Rending, yes.
Yeah, okay. Where did he get hit?
Body.
Body.
Rending body.
That's not in here either.
Added. Are you wearing armor on your chest?
Yep.
Then there is no effect. Basically, if he hadn't been wearing armor, he would have taken.
Well, what's my critical?
No, that is your critical effect. Because you basically took a critical 1, being at -1 to the body. If you
Gray,
hadn't
I don't
got
see
armor-
felling on the weapon quality.
Uh,
Is he getting it from an ability or something?
no, it's. I'm getting
Incinerator
fun.
is cleansing fire, flame, and
No,
sanctified.
this is the eviscerator.
Oh, eviscerator. Right.
Yeah.
Derp.
Reduce target's unnatural toughness by X for purposes of damage.
Yeah, so it
it's-
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We don't play with that.
All right.
So
I don't see
yeah,
that on the
there's-
eviscerator either. Tearing and unwieldy.
So there's no critical effect because he's wearing armor on his chest. So
Yeah, it just
Yay.
skips off your armor.
After
Well, it
just
cuts through my armor and just barely nicks my skin, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
You're sufficiently injured.
There are giant windows behind you if you wish to flee. There's a door to the north. I'm assuming Buck probably won't be fleeing, but yeah.
grapple him and make him eat his own poison.
stab him.
Just a second. Is my honor on the line here?
I mean,
Does anyone care if you run away from a chef?
Lady DeVille's honor is on the line, for he is harshly strangling this fine lady.
Yeah, apparently not. So I actually have extra movement thanks to sprint, so I am immediately charging out this window.
Oh!
Right, disengage attack.
Makes sense. You're allowed to run from assassins.
Yeah. Is it -20 for an attack of opportunity?
I think
Is that a
so.
thing?
Yes.
I've been playing this game for so long, and it's stuff that's like slightly etched into my memory.
Not quite etched enough. I
No.
think it is. Put it that way.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Because when you disengage, what are the disengaging rules?
Character breaks up. Disengage is 238 of the core. Character breaks off from melee, may take a half move. Opponents with engaged do not get free attacks.
Okay, so
See the
yeah.
fleeing sidebar.
Where's the fleeing sidebar? There we go,
Next
fleeing.
page down. Character may voluntarily flee or be forced to flee. When a character flees under his own control, he may disengage, move, or run. If he's engaged in melee and he flees without disengaging, his opponent gets a free standard attack.
Oh, I can just disengage, right?
You can just leave.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
watch,
can
watch how
disengage.
you move. Because he'll probably get a flame shot after you.
Okay, just run over here and like smash in the window.
Yeah. Going so soon? This French accent's all over the place, but I do not care. Make a dodge attack as he incinerates again.
Fate pointing that.
Yep.
No.
All right.
Don't die, Captain.
Don't die.
If you rolled good, that's 17 damage to the body.
Well, that
Bye,
would take
Captain.
me to minus 18.
Your armor takes effect on that.
Oh,
Armor and toughness.
Armor and toughness. It's got no pen.
so how much damage was it?
It's pen 4. 17 damage, pen 4.
So that takes me to minus 11.
We're going to need to go find a new captain now.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's not, you can spend a fate point to survive this.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Burn.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
burn a fate point to say that I just tumble out the window, like
Yeah.
into the arms of some servants who are able to drag me onto the shuttle.
Yeah, you tumble out the window. Yeah.
Can I have arrived in the nick of time?
Tumbles out the window and bumps into me and Discard. There's a thing,
Yes,
'cause
that
we're
would
still
work.
trying to
There you go.
escape
Yeah.
the building.
That'll work.
You're sneaking along the side just as the window above smashes and a burning captain drops like a story down, like onto the ground next to you.
Okay, what? Oh, hell
Oh.
with this. I just pick him up and just start running.
And the
because
guy,
of this
the chef who comes back, is like, "You cannot escape."
Yes, we bloody well can, you fake French bastard! And then,
Where is he, France?
wherever you're... And I'm not going to finish that sentence because we're being filmed on you.
Right, okay.
Just know that in character John would have said something. Mother.
You're allowed to swear. This is YouTube.
Yes, but
It's just
I
frowned on
know
a
you
little.
like being monetized, Gray. So
No, swearing doesn't immediately get you demonetized. Apparently, as long as you don't do it in the first 30 seconds.
that's an incredible piece of information
I've
you should
heard-
not have given me.
Yeah.
I've heard it's 10 minutes, but hold off as long as you can.
Yeah.
I think it's long enough.
Yeah. No, literally, the thing on the thing says, like when you check boxes, for how long is in the first 30 seconds. It's like it's one of the check boxes you have to fill in if they're swearing. Yes, I don't
okay.
understand it either.
Okay.
No, okay.
Luckily,
I'm
I
not
just get to
prepared
tick none of the above most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, low mage says it probably also depends on the swear word as well.
Mm-hmm.
An unconscious rogue trader to bring it back aboard the ship.
Yep. Right,
Because
the entire
Nicole
planet is
is
just
gonna have
panicking.
a look. Is that your nurse's name?
What nurse?
Fucking
Nicole.
Karen's nurse.
Nicole isn't a person. As much as
Nicole is my Medicaid mechadendrite made from parts of my dead girlfriend.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I thought it was your nurse. Oh,
No,
dear.
no,
God,
no.
That's just, oh, dear. I have deeply misunderstood this whole
You
situation.
know what?
Isaac is from the Ishimura. You may remember him from such things as Dead Space,
Space. Yeah.
maintain
where his
what the hell-
girlfriend committed suicide instead of being eaten by Xenos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this
And
now.
then talk to him for the
Okay.
entire game.
Okay.
He
know
found the
what
body.
this-
He kept most of it.
Okay. You will not be
Maybe
given
we'll-
clearance to launch, by the way. Someone has just assassinated the planetary governor, possibly his
Well,
son.
Well, we haven't had clearance to. We haven't had clearance to. The rogue trader hasn't told us to leave it yet either, so we're just going to be treating him on the ship on the
Has
shuttle.
anyone bothered to calm the ship?
Yes, we're calming the ship.
Great. This is the Venator Superbus. You will grant my shuttle clearance to launch, or I will incinerate your spaceport with orbital fire.
Oh, I mean, we were calming.
Someone
you.
is
Well,
trying to assassinate
that's-
my rogue trader.
That's nice, Terry. We're the people who are calming you are us, being Serpentis.
No. I'm calming the spaceport that's not
he's
letting you
saying
leave.
immediately hears that his rogue trader's been wounded. Yeah, he's immediately threatening. Make
This
an
does not get
intimidation
to
check.
happen again. Sure.
Maybe-
How much of a bonus do I get for having
Plus
my own
30,
starship?
plus 30 for having macro cannons.
Thank you.
That shell's 20 meters long. It has.
Yes.
It has its own gravitas.
21 plus 30, even odds, fate point standing by. I think I'm good.
Clearing. Please do not leave system.
Understood.
we are undergoing some sort of assassination attempt. You can tell he really wants to hold you on planet, but also he doesn't want to be the guy who gets the entire planet glassed.
No. Nobody wants that guy
Or
to be that
gets the.
boss.
I mean, technically, large in strategic important places would have their own void shields. I would think the palace would at least.
Yeah,
That's
but
nice.
they're not going to survive a macro cannon battery.
They're also standing perfectly still relative to the ship.
It would be very easy to just shoot.
Even Isaac can hit a still target.
Like, yeah,
Well, hang on.
they would survive the occasional battery, stuff like that. But concentrated fire, nah.
Yes, their orbital stations would probably take out the ship. Or at least hurt it very, very badly.
It's
This
an
is
angry
very
world. It
much-
probably doesn't have much in the way of orbital stations.
Probably
sure
not.
it
On
probably
the other
has a-
hand, I would get the shuttle off the ground with suppressive fire.
They would probably have enough, to dissuade pirates. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some in-system monitors, which, the crew.
Isaac has
probably don't
lost
wanna
his
be
entire
messing up
crew
with you.
before. He is not going to stand around and let that happen again.
Yeah. It's one of those things that, void shields probably could hold, could fail. The guy's not going to mess around, especially not with the fact that it's been an assassination. But yeah,
Yeah. Thank you for your cooperation. We apologize for the inconvenience.
okay.
I see we're running a traveler.
Now, please maintain this convenience, or you'll have become convenient. And
No. I'm not going to say anything more. We're staying in system until they get the information they want from us by Vox.
what was the what was the critical he got on the with the -11? By the way.
It doesn't take effect because he's fake pointing it.
Okay.
Yeah, if it wouldn't have been good because minus
Fair
10's
You die.
Yes, you die. It's just how bloody you die.
Yeah.
Well, what's the most severe crit that I would get that actually would apply? Because, consequences.
There's
Energy.
injury.
It's energy.
energy. Yeah, energy body. I'll check. That's the leg, not the body. 2 seconds.
Skin turns black and peels off while body fat seeps out. Halved toughness, and strength, and agility. Halved fellowship permanently.
So you don't have to take that because you burned a fate point.
Mm-hmm.
You're considered
Well, I'm just going to take -10 because, again, there should be consequences.
Yes, that's fine by me. But I'm
You
saying
did
that,
permanently lose a fate point.
yeah, which is a consequence.
It's a pretty consequence.
Those are your extra lives.
Yeah, he is down to 1, so he only gets 1 reroll a session now.
Well, it's more interesting if bad things happen, so I'll just take a -10 for now, and then maybe it can get healed later.
Yeah, you say you're scarred now. You've got some interesting burn marks.
So that was what? Strength, agility,
They're halved until you get healed.
strength, agility, and fellowship, was it?
Strength, toughness, and agility are halved. Toughness is permanently halved.
Fellowship is permanently halved.
Fellowship, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a nasty, on account of the almost being dead part.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm sad I brought it up. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
I was going to
Liz
ask anyway, don't worry.
Yeah, that's fine. It's an RP thing. I'm not going to force it on players, but I'm also perfectly happy to have consequences. It's not like he uses his fellowship much, to be honest.
Use it for command.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so face is burns crispy, long red scar on the chest, and my voice sounds like I spent 10 minutes in vacuum.
Your clothes are also ruined, I'm afraid. Although there seems to be a nice smell of applewood smoke. So apparently he takes some time with the fuel for this thing. Okay, so you're back in orbit. I mean, obviously the first thing that happens is the cart with the crispy road trader gets rolled out.
And straight into medbay.
Yep.
I'm assuming we're too late for first aid.
Yeah, it'd be like a 20-30 minute journey. Off.
Yeah,
What about second aid?
that's what we're working on. I'm gonna let it stand.
Yeah.
It's one success. Do you have the talent that makes you always count as lightly wounded?
Nope.
Okay. Enjoy your hit point. Sorry, wound point.
That takes me up to -10.
It's a start.
It's a start. You get one of those. I think it's one of those a week.
Yes, 1 a week now.
And then you get more if I medicate you.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a situation on the planet.
And there's a fucking predator going to break out of the.
At this point, that's probably the that you said outbreak, because that's at this point, the cage opens and everyone's already running around in panic mode.
And no one notices.
I mean, to be fair, in the grand scheme of things, right now, it's merely an inconvenience.
Yes, 50-49. It's not been taken out quickly, but it's also not on a massive killing spree. It's probably got spooked by the fact like one of the main buildings is burning down and has run off into the local area. So it's a non-entity in the situation.
It's not an issue. I mean, the entire the governor and his son was just poisoned.
Yeah.
When you have had like taste testers? When you have had taste testers? Huh.
Possibly. I think it's the quantity of food he's consumed, the way I was doing it.
Also,
Oh,
to be
okay.
fair, well, there's
And
nothing
also,
so
they've hired in a chef from a rogue trader. I think they kind of assumed that, a supposedly friendly rogue trader who was also a member of the Gastroenterologica has been sent here ostensibly to prepare his son's fantastic coming of age meal. Wouldn't be trying to kill him. So a bit
Because
of
they wouldn't be, but
a bit of complacency. He's also a very good poisoner.
Well, yes.
I mean,
I guess
You're
you-
damn
I
head
guess-
with eviscerator as well.
I guess he was poisoned by volume, if anything.
yeah. Now, what's this? It was a fantastic meal, by the way.
I mean, great, but
And it's also, yes.
that's a bit like saying, man, the bomb that blew up that statue was so nicely formed.
Yeah.
I think it was more the fact that a bomb that blew up the statue was such a pretty firework.
Yeah. But yes, he actually has the cook skill.
Mm-hmm.
Of course he does.
Of course, he's a chef.
Yeah. It's...
You know who
Okay.
also has a cook? You know who also has a cook skill? Walter White.
Different cooking skill. Although, to be honest, Walter White's pretty good analog. He's a chemist who can cook.
Mm-hmm.
Just he's a poisoner.
Mm-hmm.
And he's given some sort of long-range weapon. Although the flamethrower works very well in here.
The flamethrower works very well against enemies that don't have like 10 toughness.
Yeah.
And natural toughness. Versus humans,
Most-
it's great. Versus orcs, it's surprisingly ineffective.
Yeah.
So it's really great as a foil for your players.
The thing is, that's one of those fights that could have gone either way. I mean, Addy could have just completely nailed him.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that it doesn't have very effective weaponry.
Yeah. And he rolled very well on those damage rolls.
Yeah.
Those
Anyway.
damage rolls were quite high.
He righteous
Yeah, you
fury
gotta-
on one of them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh well, things
so
happen.
the current problem now is that the Vox is screaming that there is an assassination attempt underway. No one's quite sure who's done it. You are being... Like, a couple of these monitors kind of move into position around you. Noticeably trying to stay out of your broadside. And the local Arbites commander will kind of call off. I need a name for this guy.
Dread.
Localis Arbitutes. He dies in 2 sessions.
Let's get myself a Latin name. Do we do Latin in
How
here?
about Ayukite?
Get history in there. And we must at a moment. Passion Poma.
Rashawn Parma?
Yeah. Passion Poma. This is all about Passion Poma. Requesting that you do not leave the system. Your rogue trader is currently a suspect in the assassination of Governor Omnius IV and his sword Deadliest IV.
My rogue trader is currently is currently in emergency treatment because he has been almost burned to death and appears to have been poisoned.
Okay, I will take that into there. I'll be sending off a chief arbiter.
Please do so. He will be removed. He will, of course, be completely unarmed in the presence of my rogue trader, who has recently been subject to an assassination attempt. I will be happy to give you all medical records pertaining to his treatment since he boarded my ship, our ship.
The ship.
I am Mechanicus. My ship. You know, until the rogue trader came back.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. This is a beautiful Mechanicus ship. You pet it every day, knowing that it's really yours instead of his.
I just keep the machines running.
Well, machines and humans are just brothers made of different flesh.
See?
All right. So, kind of a high-ranking arbiter will turn up with a bodyguard.
Does my peer academic have any effect here? I don't expect it will, but never hurts to ask.
No, I think peer arbiters is a separate thing, isn't it?
Probably.
You will get the bonus for... the administrator bonus wouldn't help here either, because these guys are completely separate.
Yep.
Is he of a rank that will cause any of our Death Worlder negatives to pop in?
He's high ranking, but he's not like planetary governor. I don't know what point did they kick in.
I think it would be like around Nobilitas, or basically in social circles that we seem gross or gauche.
I mean, he's a cop, so he's probably used to dealing with that.
Yeah, I'd say he's an Arbite. He's not a socialite. He's high ranking because he's probably like the second in command of the planet. Because you're a rogue trader. They're not going to send a nobody up there. But he's not a nobleman. He's worked his way up through the ranks. So no, he should be okay. You can't really see his face. He's got like the full Judge Dredd helmet on.
The bucket hat.
Yeah.
Probably
Fun
important.
fact: the Arbites were additionally were from Judge Dredd universe.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a few
Makes
crossovers.
I mean, how can I put this? The 40K did a lot of lifting before they had their own, walled garden they wanted to maintain.
There was actually an official crossover at some point.
Yeah,
like in
pretty
gaming
cool.
systems, not lore-wise, but in gaming systems. Games Workshop did some 2000 AD stuff. But it never really panned out, so the Arbites just got turned into like proper Arbite, their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so might as well nip back to the Expanse. We don't need the banquet hall anymore. And Gaston has done his job well.
Yes, rather.
Is Gaston dead, or is
No,
he
Gaston
not
is-
dead?
Oh, you wish.
Yeah,
He escaped.
He's going to escape. He's a named. He's
Oh,
a plot
I
armor.
thought you were talking about the what do you call it? The noble.
Oh, the planetary governor?
Did his son at least make it out?
Nope, they were at the same meal. And they were both
Okay.
chowing down.
All right, my own fault.
Could have prevented this, but it would have required you to break character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I did drop a hint.
I know. You dropped the hint. There should. It was just the fact that we were not supposed to be in the first place. I really should have just rerouted the fact that what I think the best place for this to go would be the kitchen, due to the fact that this right here would be the is going to be the main course meal.
That
head
would have been
meal.
hilarious.
Yes, it would have been, and I thought about it, but I didn't want to derail the entirety of it.
You can do that next time.
Yeah.
I'll listen to my gut in the future.
Gray just agreed with me saying this card could derail something.
Did he agree? I don't think I hear him
That's the
agree to
thing,
anything.
when the GM's dropping hints, derailing is acceptable. It's like, if I didn't want you to derail it, I wouldn't have mentioned it in the side plans. But I thought, as you were talking to people, it seemed logical they would mention something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mentioned, the Shadowhunter's just randomly wandering the world now.
Good. Hopefully, it doesn't asexually reproduce.
I was just going to say, is it pregnant?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Good. That's just how these things tend to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, there are species of lizard that have the ability to clone themselves, i.e., give birth to and fertilize eggs that they've fertilized eggs with one unit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so we need to not take the blame, right?
Yes.
Probably important.
Well, clearly, since my character, since the Rogue Trader was a guest of what do you call it, of the governor, he can't possibly be the person who killed him.
Seeing as the governor was poisoned.
Yeah.
And the Rogue Trader is poisoned with the same exact poison.
And also, he just arrived.
All right,
I have it here in this bottle.
Yeah, maybe a Medicaid test.
Sure.
They can assist from. Well, there are several people in the cast who can assist you now as well.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I get a +10 for the assist.
Yep.
Cool. And a +10 for Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. And a plus reroll for my fate point.
Sensible.
Got one of those left.
Yeah.
Much better.
You're able to get a sample of his blood, which of course has the poison in it.
The contents of his stomach, which have the poison in it.
Yeah.
Some of it's even undigested food, which is great.
Yeah. So the operator will walk in, imperious. He will place his gun down, like bolt pistols. It's like, Quang. Is your Rogue Trader able to talk? So is the Lord in a position to talk?
I don't actually know. He's still at -10 crit.
I think that's still unconscious.
Can someone translate that from machine speak?
No, he is not able to talk. He is presently still recovering from his burns.
I do, however, have a servo skull with picked caps of those burns that has not been touched by a human hand since taking the casts.
One of these guys steps forward and starts.
Look, we all
the data
know
off.
that Photoshop is tech heresy.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why I didn't touch it.
Right. Did he have any? Did he say anything about what went down there?
I believe he was poisoned before being induced with a rather large flamethrower and some kind of chain weapon.
And falling out of a window.
I have a sample of the poison here. It appears to have been based in the food that he ate at the feast. This sample here. I was unable to determine the exact type. I will be increasing my studies in the arts of poisoning later.
Okay. These are obviously, I have to ask questions like this. This is my job. Have you had any contact with the governor before today?
Yes, when he was giving us the commission for the material for the collection of a hunting thing for his basically through this to our mutual guild or mutual club.
Oh, the coming in age ceremony.
Yes.
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
We have a contract, I believe.
Do you
And
have any other dealings on the planet?
no, it's first time actually being here.
Right. We have your ship logs to prove that?
Yes, yes, and well, yes, indeed. Yeah, I'll check the ship. I will check the ship
Yes.
logs. I'm sure that
Yeah.
no one sneak. There is no DeVille character that has snuck on the ship and snuck a ship log on here, has it?
I'm pretty sure we thoroughly examined the ship logs after we discovered the seneschal leaving the ship.
But please also don't tempt the fate of the wrath thing.
Although the GM is wishing he'd force that.
GM's wishing what?
I wish
That
I'd thought
we
about
had-
that. Yeah, having a sleeper agent on the ship would have been a good idea, but yeah.
We probably would have died
You
horribly when
already
we got
ha-
invaded by
Look,
demons.
this entire thing started with the whole thing of sleeper agent on the ship.
Yeah.
We also have a character witness. We have a Ministorum man on ship that can vouch for our locations.
You're right,
Yeah.
we do.
Oh, yeah.
The Seneschal wasn't a sleeper agent. He was very much awake when he was stealing from the Dynasty.
Yep. You joke bellicose law around.
We were in sleep though during that time though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bellicose law will, of course, say that the ship has been on a rather interesting couple of journeys.
The statement.
That's
But
warp.
no words pertaining to Belios.
Oh,
We live on.
I was just seeing how he fared during the last warp journey. Well, both of
We don't want to talk about that warp journey. It was certainly an experience.
It was a silly warp journey where we ended up back where we began.
That's the warp.
Yeah, I'm just interested to see what happened to him.
We put it-
146 days of real time, 16 days of relative time, all spent in the sudden realization that we had basically done a huge circle for the grand sum of my world we would have called diddly squad. It was an experience. I can't recommend it.
So I'm just trying to find the table. I've lost it. One of my tables is missing. Here we go.
Now I'm worried which table is.
No, it's just what was his warp travel hallucination?
Oh, do you mean the rogue trader?
No,
No, the-
bellicose law.
Bellicose
Oh,
lores.
right. Okay.
Oh, +5. Well, he's at least malignancy. Oh,
Mutants everywhere.
mutants
Oh.
again, huh?
And the second jump,
Okay.
But people on
He
this
was fine.
ship stop being mutants.
So,
please.
who talked
know
to him
if-
during the first jump?
I don't know what you're
Probably
talking
the
about.
rogue trader.
Scum.
yeah. But he basically spent the entire jump like convinced everyone was a mutant.
God.
Look, people understand how what maladies the warp, what the tricks the warp plays on people. It causes them to think of all different kinds of facilities. It's like this idea of voting for governance and everything else like that. Clearly influenced by demons.
Okay, so you're supplying with the ship's logs.
Mhm.
Okay, yes, it seems you've only got a passing thing. Fortunately, the person I need to speak to is unconscious. Would it be possible to not leave the system until we've been able to speak to him?
Realistically, we wouldn't be leaving until he finishes medical treatment anyway, so that would
Yeah.
be feasible.
Warp travel with this level of injuries frequently leads to fatalities. I am not willing to take that risk with our rogue trader.
Okay.
Except in the direst of emergencies. Should a hostile fleet enter the system, we will be leaving.
Yes. Of course, the problem we will have now is there is a slight succession crisis going on down in the planet. The Lord and his heir are, of course, dead. And after that, the chain of succession is rather convoluted.
I take it this is a situation where we have several people with claims that could be best described as spurious.
Yes.
Ah,
Or, like, multiple cousins that have found the same thing. They didn't bother keeping good records of, like, the line. And, of course, they're now all power playing to try and get themselves into position. It's going to be a messy one to sort out.
Well,
I've
it's
already
not
got-
my place to say, but there is a horrible murder beast loose on your planet, I assume, that we had recently delivered to the mansion that has since escaped, according to my logs.
What?
What was it again? A shadow hunter?
What is the Shadow Hunter? Why is it on my planet?
Contract.
Why is it
The
escaped?
contract was to bring a certain beast to this planet for the sun to kill as part of the
Ugh.
coming of age ritual.
Yes,
Right.
we had.
Why could I not get a nice simple posting? You know,
Because this
Death
was a
World or
simple
something like that. Why do I have to deal with these people?
Well, listen, when we need an Arbite, I'll keep your name in mind.
When someone's character inevitably dies off and we recycle in a replacement character, we can bring in Jim Joe the Arbite.
You know, we do actually have a planet that is going to need an Arbite sooner or later. I'll mention you to our rogue trader.
If you want to deal with a backwater buying, go ahead.
Let's perhaps focus on one crisis at a time.
All right.
Well, two crises in this case, I suppose. So,
I'm just bribing the Arbite with socially acceptable bribes. That's
Sir?
all.
Okay.
touche.
Anyway, going ahead.
Look, you can't dangle that kind of thing in front of me and expect me not to bite at it.
No, I point taken.
Don't want to live on this planet anymore? I can help.
Maybe just actually in terms of giving things that should be given.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, out of character, I wasn't here for this fight, but if combat footage of you fighting these things is available, maybe give it to the Arbite so they know how to kill this thing.
I mean, combat. I don't think the combat footage will be available.
Regrettably, I have not yet acquired a small flock of servo skulls to follow you guys around taking pictures of what you do.
And none of us run around with a GoPro.
It's on the list.
attached. We're not
Sorry.
we're not TikTok vloggers, all right?
It is, in fact, the first item on the list.
Okay, so 40k. Apparently, two things that are missing in this universe are transistors and helmet cams. Okay.
Yeah.
We have skull cams. Why wouldn't we need helmet cams?
You know what? Fair point.
Okay. I suppose the best thing we do now is just see how long it takes to add it for Rex to heal up. So I'll advance this another week.
It takes a while. He heals at slow.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the whole healer.
He
line.
only heals when I succeed a Medicae.
How often can you do those medications?
Once a week.
All right. So it's a week later.
It's a week later. Plus 20 for assists. Well, Nicole, and I assume I get someone else assisting on this.
Yeah, I'll pitch in.
I'm not trusting anyone from the planet who offers, so don't ask.
I assumed you wouldn't.
Yeah, so that's 6 healing, 6 health. Back, that takes you up to -4, I think,
Yep.
which might be conscious.
I-
Gray?
Uh,
It doesn't actually say anything about consciousness in the rules.
think so. Yeah, I think at that point you could act.
Great.
So yeah, added you back in the game.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Eyes flutter open. And it's like, Deville, Gourmand.
Okay, well, DeVille, as in the Rogue Trader DeVille boss?
Captain, I have excellent news. You've survived the assassination attempt, and we've managed to get them not to pin it all on you.
Emperor be praised.
Indeed.
Technically, we did successfully do the other thing you asked us to do too. There was just some other stuff going on. So
Yeah, I don't think we're getting paid for that. The entire family is kind of dead, except for
just
cousins.
saying we fulfilled the contract, you know?
The Arbites want to talk to you. Shall I call them up?
Yes, you may.
Very good.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to get Nicole to bring lots of water for the Rogue Trader. However,
Nicole is my Medicae mechadendrite.
no, but there's got to be a button on here that just says do this basic task.
It's attached
Bring
to my
water.
shoulders.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought it was a floating servo skull.
No, it's a Medicae mechadendrite. It's part of me now.
I do like the idea that you keep talking to his shoulder there.
Yes. Please stop hitting on my dead girlfriend.
That is exactly the last thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure it's help save the boss.
Just to have one of the servitors take care of that.
Ay, 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 caramba.
All
We
right.
have orderly servitors. They're big, burly, and have more than enough arms.
Of course, we just need to think about the most burly of servitors.
Yes. Anyways, now the Arbite gets to talk to the captain, and I don't have to. Big win for me.
All right. So yeah, the Arbite will come up and do the interview, which will pretty much just be. So what would you be telling them? Because that's probably the better question.
Traitorous, jealous, vengeful peasants.
Peasants, okay.
But they had sanctified arms, which undoubtedly they stole from the very pious governor,
Okay.
who was a wonderful man, of course.
He will be a bit more dubious on that point.
But yeah, basically, pinning it on peasants, not mentioning Deville because that's private.
Yeah.
Do you specifically mention that it was the cook?
I don't know, it's some servant or another.
Some man who said he may have been a cook.
Well, no, it's just he wasn't a noble, so he was somebody else.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't pay attention to that sort of thing.
Can't even remember the assassin to clear his own name. Suits.
Well, no, I remember that. I'm just not telling the Arbite.
I am getting you a servo skull. With a picked caster. But not an audio recorder.
Well, no, I'm specifically not mentioning, naming, identifying exactly who it was.
He can remember.
Yeah.
He's just not telling the other guys.
Yeah, if the servo skull starts to show a
I
picture
don't have
of him
them yet.
Okay, I was just gonna slam it into the ground to stop it because nope.
Okay. So over the last week, interesting things have happened on the planet below. There's been a string of assassinations, and the two front runners are Carnivore and
Carnivore?
yeah. Give you a 50-50 guess who the next guy is.
Herb?
Herbius Vor.
Could have been worse. Could have been V Gun. Sorry, Victorious Gun.
Right. I'm not sure what that thing in the background is, but
It's absolutely terrifying, is what it is. Clearly, it's a reflection of his soul.
Jeez. Oh, God, I've just seen.
It's a daemon of some stripe.
Yeah, quite probably, actually.
better than some of the things that got generated.
Friggin' hell.
Who's the
Clearly,
guy
it's a
behind?
reflection of his soul.
Who's the guy behind him?
That's his butler. Apparently a sanctioned abhuman.
Apparently.
Who sanctioned this guy? I'm going to need to go have a talk with his superiors.
Yeah. I was trying to generate a picture of the guy face down in his food, but that's what I got.
I love it. He looks very, very noble. I like the right one. The left one looks like he's about to sell me a car.
Oh, there's another one on the left. Oh. My character
What?
sheet was in the way, and I'm putting it back.
So does either one of them look like they're winning?
No, it's pretty much deadlock at the moment, and both of them are messaging the ship.
Okay. Well,
Because, you're the rogue trader. You are the most powerful person in this system.
True.
yep. Well, I will extend an invitation and shuttles for both of them to come up to my ship.
At the same time.
Well, separately, but I'm not going to tell each other that they're coming, but yeah, at the same time.
All right.
Then you hand them each a shiv and lock them in the trophy room.
You are reading my mind.
Okay. So,
Do we need a second ship named the Thunderdome?
So if you look at the bridge, you notice there's two kind of ways into the door. There's two ways into the trophy room from both sides. So like the ships will dock on opposite side of the ships, and like just get led in by one of you command crew.
Yeah, so Jarn's going to lead one in, and Isaac's going to lead the other in.
Follow
And you're
me.
Yep, you're both going to hand them, a dueling pistol and tell them, show them into the room and say that they can meet with the rogue trader up on the bridge. And the bridge is. Is there an exit on this side? No, there isn't.
There
How
should
about
be.
leaving dueling pistol by the door
There you go.
for when they see each other?
Yeah, or just in a box in the middle of the room and say
Why
that.
not, I was going to say, why not give them each a gift? It's just a box with fancy ribbons.
Yeah, and just have them meet in the trophy
Package,
room
as it were.
and tell them that the rogue trader will see one of them.
Okay,
Door
can we have a kind of some
Package
sort
opens
of
by itself.
social skills, because they will want to bring their bodyguards with them. But obviously, you can probably dissuade them if you're meeting a road trader, you won't need your bodyguards. But they're gonna be
Social skill.
Well,
Yes.
I can try to growl it out with my gravelly voice.
Hey,
Yeah.
how about
You
a
can use
command?
us as translators.
Could use a command test, good sir, you are on my ship. You shall follow the rules.
Probably more like a deceive, since I'm trying to fool them.
Social skill.
Well, I'll have a crewmate help me out with the translation, just for a boost, if that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be assured that, of course, nothing will happen to them. The road trader will not harm them.
We have given assurances the rogue trader himself personally will not harm them at all.
No other member of his crew will. Yeah, this is completely letter of the law thing that,
Yes.
no, we're not going to hurt them. We're just
You're
going to put them in the
perfectly
room
safe
with
from
our
my
arch
ship.
enemy. All right, so this is going to be an interesting one that goes down in there.
Yes.
Like ancient Rome, gladiators were quite fat people because it made a better show if you had
And
lots
also
of
they have full
body
of
weight.
muscle.
Yeah,
You had lots of extra blood you could bleed.
yeah. So
Also,
these two are
it's-
probably going to take some time to kill each other.
We did give them dueling pistols.
Okay,
Pair of shifts.
like they can shoot. Right. One will be Carnius, two will be Omnius. Herbius.
Well, great. Just spin up a pair of characters and hand them off.
Or
that's a good
just
option,
roll,
yeah.
how about you
I
can
want
roll like 6 well you can roll like
No,
6
I've got the stats for
Fair enough.
Omnius. I can just duplicate him. Does he have a weapon? What weapon?
Let's go dueling
What's a dueling pistol? Let's add a dueling
Range
pistol.
45, single shot,
Give me a
D10
second. Give me
plus
a
5.
second.
Yeah, sorry. I'll just throw the page reference 118.
Is it to the death or to first blood?
These
Well,
two
men
basically,
enter.
one of them can come and meet with me. So
One man
however-
leaves.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Now, the real question, Gray, is do either of them have any digi-weapons?
Well, we're about to find out.
Because
Not sure.
I think those are under exotic.
Digi weapons, like fake fingers.
no digi weapons
Ring
are
guns.
ring
Digitized
guns and all that
weapons.
kind of stuff.
Yep, exotic weapons. They're
Digi-
on 128.
The joke is it's digital weapon because they're on their fingers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry, what's the stats for dueling pistol again?
D10 plus 5, page 118.
118. All right, that's fine. I can get it from that.
Yeah, D10 plus 5E, pen 4, single shot to the clip, full round to reload. Why did you give them something cool like las gauntlets? I know we don't have any.
Tradition.
Yeah, that's it.
We could make better traditions.
Heresy.
You know, I'm going to get us some las gauntlets. Have a couple of the ratings, show you how they work.
Like, we can make better traditions, I'm pretty sure would get you killed for heresy on every world in the Imperium.
There are traditions. We're the rogue trader.
All
And
right.
crew.
I'll make these, of course, best quality. So I just need to quickly duplicate.
I will have blessed them. They will not jam the first shot.
I'm just going to
Second shot and beyond is completely up to the gun.
Duplicate. So Omnius is about to change and become Carney. And I need to change his token as well.
Yep, got the pick servitor in the corner, pick casting this to the entire crew, who are free to make bets.
Yep. There's Carnivore down.
I'll wager one acquisition test from our next acquisition tests on whichever one I end up running.
Mm.
And then change his token.
The only real deadline we've got left next now is the
Finding
warrant of
our-
trade that I don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us warned that none of us know about.
Well, no, I know about it.
The Jar knows about, but none of us else know about.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like a very quiet panic. It's like we can't announce that's a high priority.
No.
Look, you have been nobly and noblest enough that a slight to your honor could be the most highest priority there is.
Okay. Who would like which?
Yeah, you know what? I'll take one guy.
Okay. Who do you
Anyone
want?
else want one, or do we not have to roll?
You
Cool.
can crack.
I'll grab the other guy.
Alright.
I kind of wanted this man right here on the right side to be that's his natural size. Is the person that's behind him is the person who carries him around because he's in a inverse baby carrier.
All right. There we go.
Vision?
Oh, over here in bridge.
You shouldn't have anything on this.
That was in the Cronus Expanse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any vision of the trophy room.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to give us. You need to.
Oh yeah,
turn
no, I
on
need to get
line of
token
sight.
vision. Yeah.
Might as well give it to everybody.
Yeah. You're right. Just turn off token vision
So-
for the whole
How many shots does a dueling pistol have? Is the question.
One.
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 And it's a
That's
full
one.
round to reload.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
going to be a very sad fight.
Obvious.
It's going to be a very, very long fight.
You know what? I'm taking the
They've
right
got
man
no
'cause
armor, so if you hit, you're probably gonna kill.
I love this baby fat man.
All right, I'll take Tiny Lips.
And I take it this is point blank. This is point blank.
That's 2 meters, so you'd have to close in.
Yeah.
Close range, though.
Hey. Just goes. He basically takes the pistol. He grabs the pistol and does a flying full body belly flop leap with the gun out, diving towards him to shoot.
Do I have dodge? Ha ha ha, no.
Of course not.
Ouch.
Oh, that's a
crit
solid
three.
hit.
Uh-huh. 10 wounds, though, so it's only crit 3.
What about his toughness?
Oh, what's your tough? Oh, it is your tough. It was like 30 across the board.
3.
Though, you say.
Yeah.
So that's crit 0.
Yep.
Ah, my everywhere. Curse you, cousin.
Well, I would say he's prone, but you're also point blank.
Yeah.
Aim
You might put
for
back.
10. Point blank. Well, how do you like this?
Ah!
even less damage.
My second chin.
That's just, yeah.
Then we spend a round reloading.
Yes.
You both
My
like-
reroll initiative, Gray, again. It's a new round.
Yeah, that's fine. Not
So
knowing
this
how it
guy's
works, but I suppose it makes it fun for this.
Haha! Yield, foul in law.
I
I'm
will
actually good
get,
combat, that's why.
yeah. I will get you back for that poor dinner you gave for 126 for Grandma's funeral. You put butter with the jam. There's the jam with the butter.
I failed to intimidate.
I've got to clear the initiative first. That's what's happening.
All right, good.
Oh, I'm going to rolls well again. Oh no, they're both good. That'd be,
Babyface rolls first.
yeah.
Oh, babyface rolls
I'm sorry,
first
Triple
again.
Chin rolls first, not
This is,
Beard Guy.
Yeah. Herbis.
All right, so I got to go first again. Yes,
Yes.
I know. Give me a second. I'm currently fuddling with the system for point blank again because all we did was just rock up close to each other, so we couldn't miss.
You both shot
Yes.
each other.
We're going, and this time he's going to aim.
Slunk.
This is for my mother, for she was given dyspepsia for your foul food. Where that hit?
Body.
Body. That's probably a kill.
Yeah, because you were
Yeah,
zero.
that's
That's crit
minus
10. Yeah. Crit 10.
Fuck! I explode into gore!
I rolled a. Wait a second. I rolled a 10 again.
Yep.
Damn. This fucking babyface.
That's an
don't fuck
insane
around.
shot there.
Babyface don't fit a fuck around.
Nope.
Well, this thing is, it's the same roll I got twice. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Damn. That was an 8.
Yeah, 6 and an 8.
Yeah. Well then. Impressed.
So, Herbie
Is
is
this okay?
4.
What is this? Okay, Herbie is 4. All right.
Yeah.
How did he get so fat with vegetables?
It doesn't mean he's a
Have you
herbivore,
seen
they're
the
just-
Imperium's vegetables? Not the cheap stuff, the good stuff.
Yes, I have. Yes, victorious now. Back to my deep fried broccoli.
Exactly.
It's covered in cheese.
Bread makes you
Covered in-
fat.
Yeah.
Well, he gets the benefit of the bunk in the med bay next to the Rogue Trader.
Pretty much.
Right.
Just
Sorry,
slip a. So I have a question. Does this man have like a cybernetic attachment to his stomach, which is basically just a liposuction port?
First aid.
Possibly not. Okay.
He gets fine. He gets back half his wounds. I think that's how first aid works.
Yeah, that puts him above crit. So he's wounded, but at least you can say he defeated his enemy in a one-on-one duel. They weren't expecting a
he's
one-on-one duel. They just walked in there with pistols and each other. The doors locked behind them.
They walked in, the packages disintegrate, and they're suddenly holding pistols. I see.
Well, basically, he has two options now. He could either be hanged for murder, and I could pick one of his cousins at random, or he could agree to a favorable trade route with our new, wonderful colony Fortussis, and I macro cannon all his enemies.
He will go for the glorious trade route. But no real macro canning, please.
Yeah, there's no need to macro cannon. He's already the winner.
All right, then. So, yep, just negotiate out or
Yep.
hand over a prepared document of establishing a trade route to Fortussis, and we can shuttle him back down to the planet and saying, oh yeah, clearly he has our sanction.
Yep. So, I wonder how much profit factor. I'm going to say...
I mean, depends. I mean, profit factor is is a cycle of, is a trade system rather than just a single thing. Maybe we get a bonus to a profit factor test in the future if we're getting a one-time payment.
No, because
We didn't get a one-time payment. We got a trade route.
Yeah, you got a trade
Really?
route. So
Okay.
that's literally increasing your profit factor because you're
Yeah.
now shift.
Oh,
Because
fair
this
enough.
place has got a. We kind of established they hunt. That's like part of their thing. So you're now basically going to supply them with stuff to hunt from there. So yeah, we'll call that 2 profit factor. You're up to 37.
Very nice. This is why I'm not a rogue trader.
Yeah. So excellent. So we've sorted out that little thing. The Arbite will probably raise a eyebrow, but this is stops a full-on civil war, so his life is a lot easier. And of course, you're the road trader, so you can always say, "Look, a road trader got involved. It's above my jurisdiction." Yeah, I just stayed out of it.
Yep, and I'll hand him one of my business cards and say, I like your moxie. It's like, if you're looking for a job, you can apply in Fort Tussis.
All right. So, looking at the time, that's a good place to end up, I think.
Very well.
You can have a think. Next time we'll attempt to get to Solace and Carmine, but at least hopefully then Castle will be around and yeah.
Might actually finally reach it.
Yeah. To be fair, that last one wasn't a missed jump. It was just like time was getting too short there. You made it 179. I don't think you could have made. You could have made 2 jumps there and back, but like 1 long jump or 1 missed jump, and you would have missed that target otherwise.
And then those people would have died without us being there. Or was he only going to do that when Deville was there? When Rex was there?
Yeah, no, he was there to kill Rex. Rex was the governor was just kind of a side target. All right, 205 real-time days. Okay, so thanks very much for everyone who's watching. Hope that's been entertaining. How long have we been recording that? I have no idea.